Here it goes. Here it comes. Pop it. Give it up. Tell me what you got. Bring the beat back. Hey, Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Hey, Bobby Brown. Turn blue. Here we go. You ain't mine. Got time. What time is it? Morris Day at night. Victorious Victor. Thumb that bass.
And it would be whatever 33
Are
healing
we
for
doing
everyone.
a short rest?
Nice. That's
I have
actually a
a
big boost
potion that
because
I
if it's
need
like
Snow
8
Guard to
healing
identify as a
times
form
5
of, like-
characters, that's 40 extra healing instead of just 8 extra damage against one enemy. Zach, what were you saying? We were discussing.
What's up, everybody? We're about to get into the craziness, as you can tell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get everybody unmuted. All right, everybody is.
We want to take a
live.
short rest. I have a potion that I would need a Snow Guard to identify for me.
Can you guys hear me?
Let's take a peek around the corner and see what awaits before we do this. What do you think? Oh wow, Zach did not like that idea.
Hey, you guys hear me?
Apparently, if I
No, yes we can. I can.
anybody hear what I said?
You said let's
Every
short
time I
rest,
talk.
and then I said let's look around the corner, and then you left, and I said I guess he didn't like that idea.
Oh well, I said we should short rest, or we want to short rest because I have a potion that I need Snow Guard to identify.
Yes.
that part.
And then I said let's look around the corner before we short rest to make sure we don't get snuck up upon.
You got it, buddy. I'm just gonna move here and lean over and peek.
Yeah. Yep.
Am I playing Star Child again?
Looks like there's another door.
I want to try to do Star Child if no one else wanted to do it. Go back and forth.
Sure, go ahead.
What were you saying, Zach? Did you say something?
He did.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
saying there's another door.
Ah,
We have this fucking key. This key.
You do have this key.
well,
Over here.
if 2 people
Oh, I see
take
it.
their short rest on this near this corner, they can stand guard while the rest of us remain farther away.
Yeah, I'll wait. What is this? What is this black It's just not. All right, never mind.
It's not revealed. I'll reveal it.
I
go.
will take my short rest here. If you guys want to just chill right here.
Didn't we just
And-
take a short rest?
Oh,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. We
Um,
came up from a
think we did.
long. This is the first. We did a long rest. We did a
Whenever we after we fought the chimera,
chimeras. Yeah.
we took a short rest
Oh.
after that.
it was a while ago, I think. It was like, where the hell were
After
we?
that, we fought the
We were
goat people
here.
and a bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
And then we went like all the way up here. We've been around the block since then.
With all like the backtracking and stuff, I'd say this was like what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
No, way more than that.
Way more than that?
Way more than that. Yeah, you guys have been in this pyramid for like going on like 5 or 6 hours at this point.
Oh wow, okay.
I'll
I,
take another.
Oh yeah, let's short rest up.
yeah, I'm usually at full health all the time, and I'm at 3/4 health, and that's terrifying. So I'm happy to short rest.
I want to hand Snowguard Seth. Last session, I got a potion. The potion dropped or somebody. It was a silvery potion. Is that it?
Mhm.
I will ritually identify said potion during the short rest. What does he have?
Let me look it up. Hold on. I forget which one I picked.
Before we take the short rest, I'm gonna use up my last
Welcome in everybody watching the stream. Thank you
Artist
for coming
Divine
through.
Power. I have one more because I got
Appreciate you
my
guys. Hope you guys are having an awesome
channel
Tuesday
divinity
night.
back during the short rest, so
And
might as
yeah,
well.
we're
do it
here
now.
about to
Easy to
start
lose
the
it.
session up.
Second one. So 21.
Oh, Eli, do we get an
Enjoy the new
extra
channel points.
die
There's
on
a
our
bunch of
healing
stuff
on the
there.
short rest?
Nero for Song of Rest.
Bunch of fun stuff.
Sweet.
That's what she said.
It's just a flat D10.
That's what she said. No time. But
For
she did. No
healing.
time. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Excuse me? That's what she
Yeah,
said.
and I rolled a 1 last time.
2, 4,
And remember, some of
Bunch
you
of
have
channel point
the
stuff, guys.
benefit of aid for this entire day, so make sure you bring, if you have the hit dice to spare, get up to the new maximum that you should have.
I got myself up to not the full 20, but 18 of it. So
That's good enough.
I've been like writing down a lot more than I ever have. Really.
I'm a good spot. I'm only 3 away from full.
39.
So the potion is a potion of stone giant strength.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the person who drinks the potion, for 1 hour, your strength score will increase to 23.
Whoa. Potion. Is that in the
That should be in the. Yep.
Yeah, it should be in
Potion.
DNB.
I should spell it right.
Yeah, that might help.
Big guy, time to come up.
Hey, Arvin.
He's in the middle of talking to someone.
What?
I would like that potion since my strength is only at an 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look pretty puny.
18 is pretty strong, dude.
That's
You
not
even
very
lift, bro.
Like my full carry capacity is I can lift up to 540 pounds.
I wonder if mine says that. Oh, really?
Yeah, look up your inventory. Inventory and weight carried.
I'm just carrying way less stuff. than
Hey Seth, since we've taken too long rest, could I have a tune to the
rest.
amulet of time? Amulet of time yet? Short rest, sorry.
Total of 24. Total of 24 hours needed.
Oh, is that what it says?
Before you're attuned, I think.
Yeah, but we had to travel to get here, and I gave it to you back at Skull Claws Camp.
True. It's very true, Seth.
That's why I
Amulet of Time, huh?
it's up to you, Time Master.
Yeah, you can attune to it.
Sweet.
Guess
Can
who's
you
getting
display
haste?
it in the? Can you display it in the chat? The properties of the object. There we go. Thank you.
I think right now I can only do haste once per day.
Yeah.
Oh darn. That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. Just a free haste.
Yeah.
The command word is gonna be do it.
Unga bunga.
Do it.
Hot diggity dog.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot
Just-
diggity dog.
Just do it.
Do it.
Lester,
What up?
Odin doesn't want to give you the potion because
No, that's fine.
he is like
Selfish,
planning and thinking
Said
of
that.
heroic situations he could use it in.
Fucking arm
Fine.
wrestle him
It's
for it.
only- you know,
I think
it's only
we're
like
all doing that.
it's only like a 1 stat point increase for you, but for me, you know, it's a 2 stat point increase. But whatever. All
You
good.
guys,
Oh.
what you should do is arm wrestle for it, and the loser wins.
No, if it's Arthur,
I like that idea.
it takes you up to 23. If it's Arthur, it's a 5-point stat. Oh, well, it's a 5-point stat. I don't know what modifier it is. I guess it's +2 for the modifier.
It's +2 for me. It would be +1 for Harbin.
I see.
Mm.
Well, you guys got to
Losers.
figure that one out on your own.
You have a lightsaber.
That's true. I really do have a lightsaber.
Says the man that gets hasted and buffed beyond belief.
I know, right?
Imagine
Buff
what I
Daddy.
could do with 20.
Yo,
with
I
23
got
strength.
Holy Weapon for 1 hour, and I was super excited because I
It's
never
so
get Holy
awesome.
Weapon.
It's
Yeah,
so
well,
good.
that's what happens
My
when you stand
breath.
between me and the
What up,
enemies.
my
You
breath?
are
Crimson?
my last hope at staying alive, and you'll get
My
the
breath.
buffs.
I'm gonna try to open this door with the corresponding key.
I think
Big
this
shout
is the
out.
most.
Big
This
shout
is the
out. I know
most
you didn't see
short rest RP we've ever done.
Thanks for coming by, brother.
At least
You know
since
we-
Shulk.
You know what we're up to
Mhm.
on Tuesday night.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah.
We'll peek in, guys. I opened a door. I'm gonna peek
Congratulations.
What
in.
you
Getting
got?
good at it. Getting really, looks like another key.
Check for traps. Too late. The pit opens and you fall down.
Oh no.
Oh, I was kidding. Seth, put them away.
Go people.
The XT camera on the
Already
phone is
know It's the
amazing.
Crimson.
As you move
Crush.
toward the key, goat people pop into existence out of nowhere, as though by magic.
Come on, go people.
They say you've been a bad boy.
That's true. That's exactly what they should say.
I,
Roll initiative, please.
Let's get into it, man.
Yeah,
Kush
good people.
Daddy. Aye, Kush Daddy King. I did it roll twice. I only pressed it once. 11 is fine.
Huh.
Not 16.
All right. Everybody roll.
I had to do it
Ah.
again because it. I forgot to click the token.
Neck check.
Ariel, are you gonna roll for Star Child?
I
Oh,
thought
who's
Lester was
running?
playing Star Child.
Oh
Last-
yeah,
Okay.
where's the link for that?
It's
Where's the
on
what?
the Facebook. It's in the Facebook chat.
The link to his character sheet.
Yeah.
He should be in the campaign now.
Yeah, if you go to D&D Beyond and then click
Private.
collections, my campaigns.
What do you mean it's private?
It doesn't let me
Is that
click
the
on
part?
Star Child. I don't see
Oh.
Star Child in the campaign for
For reals?
Florian. For real skis, bro skis. I wouldn't lie to you.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
This character sheet is too funky for the average mind to comprehend.
And I
Too
think
funky for D&D Beyond.
the the link is too far up. I would have to.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. You just relax there, friend. Just relax. It's on its way. Try that one. Tell me if it works. Is it working? Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Does it work?
Is it working now?
Is it working now? It's Snowgurd's turn.
16.
Alright. Oh, so I think Starchild goes first, actually.
Oh, Starchild will go first.
Awfully far away, though.
He is.
Cool.
All these NPCs hanging back too much. Come on, NPCs, get it together, will you?
Cool. I'm just gonna one what has 15, 20, 30. I guess for now I'll double dash.
Yep.
And hold an action. If anyone comes nope, I already used an action. I don't have any bonus action, so I'm good.
What's 9 plus 12?
21. 21.
Okay, cool. I wanted to give Claw Skull her HP for long resting. Alright.
Oh
Snowguard.
yeah. Chris
All right.
Beebe coming in with the biddies? What up, my dude? You didn't have to do that, my friend. Come on. What's going on, Chris?
Can I do I get an impression that these goat
How did that
folk
Hades
are
today? I
of
was lurking the
undead
whole
nature?
time on your stream, but I was
Give me a nature check, and
Shout
perhaps
out
you
to
will
Chris
find out.
Beebe, man.
Can do.
Oh, a little Spider-Man clip action.
No, they are not undead.
Uh,
I like it. I like it. Everybody go check.
all right.
Chris Beebe.
I'm going to
Chris Beebe. If
just,
not, definitely
blast
check
one
him
with
out.
the cantrip
Good
and
friend of the Legends Lounge.
skedaddle out of range. Top one.
Hades is awesome. That's cool,
Yes.
man. I
Indeed. 20.
like I told you on your stream,
Fails.
I've been playing
9 damage.
Diablo.
Well, it got off easy. I rolled a 1, 2, and a 1.
It feels good about itself.
course,
It feels
dude,
like
of
it could
course.
take you in a fight. Really easy.
Probably. That's good look stuff. I'm out of here.
Okay. It is
Thanks
Phronesis'
for
turn.
coming by,
Phronesis,
man.
I
I hope you
do
enjoy
need you to
Dungeons
make
and
for me a
Dragons.
Constitution saving throw.
You could do it. Believe in
Hope
you,
you enjoy the
baby.
funk.
Con save for Phronesis.
Yeah. I accidentally
Beebe
got
in the
out
house.
of. I
Love it.
don't know how.
Love it.
Take your time. Take your time. No rush. I'm dancing here anyway. This music. It's real groovy.
Really good.
All right. You pass your Constitution saving throw. So these things are giving off like this horrible, horrible stench. Harmon's like choking on his own breath, and Phronesis is close enough that he can also smell it, but it doesn't seem to affect him. Maybe his lion senses are able to get rid of it. But it is now your turn to do stuff.
Time to do stuff.
Okay. I will. Can I? I'm sorry. I am going to move up to where I can see more of them, and then I am going to cast Frostbite at
I
this
rolled
one.
really low initiative. Jesus. Guys, there's new sound alerts. There's
Costing
new
15 and
channel rewards.
Passes.
darn. Then
My
I
face
will.
on.
Damn, Harbin. I'm going to
Yeah, Peter, right?
use a bardic inspiration when Harbin is surrounded and say, "This is
You have been a
for
bad
your
monkey."
bravery." And beat on my drum. I mean, sorry, I don't have the drum out. Play the harp. Just like that. That's it. Now my turn.
Harbin, these creatures stare at you with these black, like almost like, I don't know, like there's not like a soul within their bodies. Their eyes are just black and
Soulless?
you can't. Yeah, it's black and soulless. That's exactly what they are. Thank you. And they then turn towards you and, with 3 swift movements, whip you with their 3 barbed tails.
Oh.
The first one hits you really, really hard, and you're going to take 15 damage from the first one. The second one, you are able to dodge out of the way because you see it coming. But as you turn around, the third one hits you as well. So you take 2 of these attacks from these barbed tails, and I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws and take 20 damage.
Whoa.
How many damage total?
Yep.
Ay.
Okay. 2 con saves. These aren't spells, right?
This is not a spell. Okay. You can feel that these barbed tails have some sort of poison on them, but you are strong enough to resist whatever affects the poison man. Your body is so, intensely, I'm losing words today. Well trained, and awesome that the poison just has no effect on you. And it's artificial.
I flex it then?
So
Mhm.
I was gonna say his muscles are just so dense that he just flexes and the poison squeezes back out. Another reason why he doesn't need that fucking potion. Give it to Arthur.
5, 10. I'm gonna run in 5, 10, 15. See, everyone's running this way. 20. That. I don't know who anyone has been attacking or has. Cool. I will take 2 hits against it. Firebrand out. Oh, are they? No, it would be on me. Never mind.
They're not humanoids.
But are they fiends?
Fiends?
Is that included in?
I don't know. You better do a nature check and find out.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a nature or religion.
I'll give you nature, religion, or even history, whichever one you so desire.
I'll do history.
Mm-hmm.
9. I can't.
You're not sure.
Cool.
You have faced these monsters in the past in this particular pyramid, but
I have. Okay.
yes.
All right. I'm just gonna take 2 hits against it. 27.
That'll hit. Yep.
11 and 8. So 19. 14.
That will miss.
Missed. Did you give me an inspiration or no? This is from the previous.
No. You have nothing.
Yeah, and I am done with the done with my turn.
Okay. It sees you coming, and then you hit it once with your fire sword, and then you miss the second time, and it whips around and hits you, or tries to hit you with its spiked tail.
Cool.
Does a 14 hit?
It misses.
Okay. Claw Skull's turn. She's gonna run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. And then she's just gonna come. She's gonna go over here by Snowguard. Kind of like stand in front of him.
Protect me.
Harbin, give me a Constitution saving throw. Actually, give me 3 of them.
Oh wow.
Plus
You're
5
plus-
on that 9.
Plus 5 from Arthur, so just barely passes with that.
Thanks.
The stench begins to overwhelm you, but you again are so strong that to shake it off.
Sweet, I'm gonna attack the one up top.
Okay, -5, I assume.
Yeah.
The first one will hit, the others will miss.
At 18, I'm gonna add a bardic. So it's
That'll
an
hit.
18.
All right, with 2 swipes of your magical glaive, you slice through this creature, and as you do so, it turns into a puff of smoke, black, thick smoke, that becomes very wispy and eventually dissipates.
Everybody check out.
Phronesis, I used bardic.
Oh, thank you. I am going to use my reaction, and
He's
I'm
like
going to
explaining
give
some
Bardic
type
Inspiration to
of
Arthur.
game there.
Aw.
Sweet, thank you.
If I
I
killed
don't
one, I
have
get
this
I get
on
one more attack since I killed one.
Sorry.
That is true.
Embarrassing.
Maybe you can explain.
These other
like,
2 are quite ready for you, and your strike cannot
Good,
find its
thanks. How
mark.
are you? Hope you have a nice game.
Roll.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that is me. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. All this ruckus in the other room. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Hmm?
Oh. These guys are pretty ugly.
Yeah, they're horrific looking.
I'm gonna reach out and shock and grasp them. Does a 15 hit? Whoa! These guys are creepy looking. 14 lightning damage.
14, okay. Lightning, eh? Doesn't do as much as you might have hoped.
No?
No.
Okay.
Does it kill any? Does it kill any of the flies that are swarming around him?
No, those flies, those are magic flies. You can't kill them.
I will, seeing this happen, quickened. So I'll use 2 sorcery points, and I will shocking grasp again.
Oh.
This time I will transmute, use 1 more sorcery point, and do acid damage.
Did you say acid damage?
Yeah. See how
Very
you like
good.
this?
He doesn't like it at all. He mumbles something to you in some strange language.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then he snarls at you. And he points his withered finger at you. As
I
if
give
to
him
say,
the Degeneration X suck it sign. Suck it, buddy.
okay. Back to the top of the order. Starchild needs to give me 2 Constitution saving.
That's how we do. So these
Natural
things
20.
have
Passes.
resistance to lightning.
Very good.
Shit.
Star Child, unaffected by the stench.
Cool.
So,
Oh,
so we made a note of that. Make
Haha.
sure we don't waste.
Alrighty. So I will take aim at the furthest one, and he's got 3 attacks. How many crit points did you use last game?
Don't they come back on a short rest?
Yeah, you just short.
Oh yeah,
rested.
okay, yeah. Big deal.
That's correct.
Thank you. All right, so I'll just make 3 shots right now. Natural 1. 27 minus 5. Sorry, I forgot to say minus 5.
That'll hit.
So 16. Another 27 for 20. Pew pew pew.
He takes 2 shots, one to the chest, and one blows off one of his horns.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Blow off.
Snogard.
Here's a good one for you.
Alright. These guys seem to have it under control, so I'm just gonna poke in. Do another Sacred Flame against the one to Zach's Harvin.
Never get involved.
Right.
Okay, you hit for 16 damage.
A little better, and then I'll duck behind this wall.
As your beam of radiant light strikes the creature, again, it vanishes in a wisp of thick black smoke.
So we?
It's not often that you get a kill there, Snowguard. Good job. For
take it.
Onesis, give me a Constitution saving throw and an Intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, double whammy.
Plus 5 to each.
You get that feeling in the back of your neck, that feeling of fear again. But this time you're able to shake it off.
Okay, I am going to run away from those feelings, and then I'm gonna shocking grasp it.
Run away, gay thoughts.
Oh shit! I think I rolled the wrong one.
He likes
You rolled
lightning.
the right one, but you didn't roll the hit.
No, I'm supposed to roll it.
There we go.
23.
So that'll hit for 8 damage, but it doesn't seem to affect him as much as you took those.
I tell him, I think he likes it.
The creature mumbles something at you and then points his finger at you again.
He said he likes it. He wants more.
Arthur.
Ooh, mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to bardic anybody or do a bonus action or anything like that? Or Onesis?
Can't hear you.
No.
Okay. Arthur's up. Arthur, you have a bardic inspiration.
Yep. I'm gonna take another 2 attacks. 26
That will hit.
for 18. Uh, 28.
Some of that's fire damage, though, right?
Yes, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay.
I thought it was a regular hit. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But the second, so 13 for the first one, plus 5 radiant, and the other one is 14 fire, 8 radiant.
Got it. Yep. Cool. You hit him twice, and he definitely feels hurt, but it's more an emotional pain.
Emotional pain.
We're gonna put her. Oh man, now I got the key in that square. Oh, I screwed it all up.
She took the
Get out of
key.
here, key.
Get her.
Taser face.
Get her. She's gonna blast this fool.
Oh shit.
There he is. He figured out how to use his phone like I told him, right?
I said when I first started, I didn't turn it on because I was eating. But when I first started, I was like, oh my god, this phone looks really good. With
It
the
looks
extra.
good.
Yeah, it's like better than the camera that I was using.
There we go. Now we're
Hopefully
cooking
it
with
does
oil.
not freeze on me.
You'll be alright, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. She hits him with a couple of beams of green light that explode from her eye sockets. Harbin, you're up.
Yo, it is 8:45 and someone is mowing the lawn. Why?
It's hot as hell during the day.
Yeah, it's cooler right now.
That's true. That's true. And they're still. Nope. It's not.
Noise. You don't have to cut noise out until 10 p.m.
11 for us, actually.
Oh, y'all lucky.
Harbin just put a hurdy on this guy, I think.
I know. Harbin like does 4 quick strikes with his glaive and just destroys this guy.
Beautiful.
Obliviates him.
Oof. Look at you now.
He does need to make a Constitution saving throw though.
Oh shoot!
He passed. All right. You guys found another key.
Alright.
It doesn't have a figure on it. It's just a.
Oh,
key.
I gotta reveal it.
Let's see it.
That's what I want. I want to do this. I want to do that. Do this. Boop. Can you see it now?
No.
The key's in the way. Is it just a dot? Oh, it's a
There
square
you go.
and a dot?
Does it have a dot in it?
Where
It does
with
have a
the
dot
in the
inside.
bottom right corner.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna walk move down this hallway quickly and try and see if we've raised any suspicions.
Alrighty.
It's clear. For now.
Come on, Star Child. Stick with me.
Ooh, that's one.
You don't notice any traps at all.
Appears to be safe. It's an unmarked door.
Is it unmarked? Oh man, come on, doors. Why are you unmarked all the time?
Come on, doors. It's the door's fault, bro.
There you
Square
go.
with the dot.
Throw the dot.
Where would I?
Give him space. Never know what's behind that door.
Oh no!
Oh Christ.
You broke the key.
Oh.
No. Good
They
thing
made a
Snowguard is
grave
really good at
mistake.
fixing things.
Yeah, I misremembered having that cantrip. Next time I level up and get an ability score improvement, I will be able to swap out the cantrip.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to break it down with your glaive there, buddy.
How you gonna get through this door, guys?
See if it's just unlocked. Maybe we don't need the key.
I could try to blast it open.
Try the doorknob.
Go ahead. Arthur, you're up there. Try to turn the door.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at Lester's new trick. Lester, don't move.
Whoa.
I think,
Wow.
oh, what's
It's
the
computer
fuck's his
monitor.
name?
Oh yeah, computer monitor.
No. Thanos snapped his finger, and Lester's like mid disintegration.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Star.
It's too soon. It's too soon for that.
That was great. Sorry, I was looking at my items, see what I have.
There was a little boy that sobbed in the theater.
I believe it. That little boy was me. I think we
yeah,
found
that was
Scott
me.
in the theater.
What are you talking about? I was sobbing.
I
Like,
still
he
cry
was-
every time I see that part.
I know. It's awful.
It was like loud sob crying.
No,
like, it
that's
was
not the part that I
bad.
cry. That's not the part I cry. I always cry when everybody's already seen Endgame, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Right.
When Tony Stark dies at the end, it kills me every time. I have to turn the movie off.
Yeah, I can't watch that.
I'm like, this is
Especially
bullshit.
him talking to Pepper.
Ah, yeah.
So
Pulls on the heartstrings!
I have a crowbar. It was one of the items. Like, I just ended up getting a crap ton of items during the God Dream Days thing.
A crowbar as well. Want a double crowbar?
Double crowbar? Yeah.
Seth, can I cast Cure Wounds on the key?
You can try.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, who's to say that it doesn't affect objects?
Did it snap in half?
I cast command on the key and say repair.
Oh.
No.
I don't think that's gonna work.
All right. What are we doing? Are we doing double crowbar?
Double crowbar.
All right. I need an athletics check from both of you. You can, if you are proficient with any kind of tool, then you can double your proficiency bonus on the roll. So roll it and then add another proficiency bonus on top.
I'll cast guidance on Arthur.
Okay.
Use your tools, guys. Nice.
So like 30.
And you said guidance, right? So I'm just gonna.
That's an extra D4.
So 20.
Plus your proficiency bonus as well.
I am not proficient in any tools.
Okay. Harbin, are you proficient in a tool?
Yeah, Smith's tools.
There you go. So you get an extra proficiency bonus. What's your proficiency bonus?
5.
Yep.
Plus
5. Okay. So you rolled a 30 and Arthur rolled a 20.
Yep.
50.
50. You snap off what looks to be some sort of hinge that seems to be holding the right side of the door to the frame. But other than that, you don't really do anything to it.
How does the door look, by the way? Is it like, does it swing open? Have they been, like, is it like Star Trek doors that slide open into the wall?
So that's a really good question. I haven't really described that to you yet. So let me describe for you each one of these doors that you've seen so far. Basically, they are made of what looks to be some sort of solid metal. Emblazoned on each one of the doors is a giant eyeball, much like the one that attacked you guys on the outside of the pyramid. From the eyeball are 10 what look like kind of like electric rays coming off of it in 10 various directions. As you guys have used each one of the keys, what ends up happening is the eye, which is where the keyhole is, like right in the center, lights up, and then the whole entire thing just seems to vanish.
Is there... Is it very reminiscent of... Because I did fight Arthur did fight the Beholder in the Tomb of Annihilation. Is it very similar to the look of that?
Arthur fight the Beholder?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
You know, never mind. I wouldn't have known that then.
Right.
That was the last. I didn't remember if it was me or Arlen that fought him.
I think it was Arlen.
If I didn't, I'm not gonna say it.
Well, you already said.
Arlen never got to tell that too.
Yeah, he's still stuck in the bag of holding.
Oh, oh my god.
Welcome.
So, again, you guys want me to try to blast it?
Sure.
It's made out of metal.
Anything.
Might be able to weaken it.
What's the door made out of?
Metal.
Metal.
Looks to be solid metal.
Is it a metal that's natural that we would know, like naturally occurring? Oh wait, Harbin. Hey Harbin, is this a metal that you've come across before?
Nature check.
From who?
You're asking Harbin.
Why would Harbin know about metals?
He's
Smith.
Smith.
Okay. Then again, I'll allow you to double your proficiency bonus.
Oh. Proficiency bonus is 5.
Okay, so you would get a 16. This metal looks like steel. It looks like something like a sword would be made out of, or like some sort of like weapon, that type of metal. It's definitely like very high quality. It's got kind of like this interesting like burnished finish to it. Like it's definitely something that like somebody spent some time really taking the time to like really craft, and it's been here for quite some time. You can tell by like just like the archway around it has definitely crumbled a little bit. This is obviously a very old structure, and these doors have not recently been placed here. They've been here a while.
You said something about snapping the hinges off. The door is just sitting within its frame without hinges now.
No, it's just like, I'm not gonna say hinge. It's like kind of like bolted into the wall, basically, and one of the bolts snapped, but there's lots of them.
All right.
Does it look like if we keep trying, we can potentially snap all the bolts off?
Potentially.
Can I'm just gonna try it. Can I try to lightsaber like cut through the door with my firebrand?
An interesting prospect.
Could I heat metal?
I would save your spell. Let's see if Arthur's weapon is capable of handling it.
Should.
Smart.
I also have the alchemy jug, and I can produce a gallon of acid or something, and we can try and dump that
That's
on the
probably a good idea.
What about mayonnaise?
Yeah,
You never know, mayonnaise might work.
Yes, lubricate the bolts with mayonnaise.
I could just cantrip firebolt the door and just turn it into acid and melt the door away.
Oh, wait.
That uses sorcery points, no?
Just one.
This is high quality metal that has stood the test of time. Maybe
Arthur,
we
quick.
Just go for the bolts.
Yes, Arthur, quick. Lightsaber the bolts.
Yeah, okay. I'll see if I can cut through the bolts then.
Yep.
And as I'm doing it, it's like, can someone try, I don't know, picking the lock? Maybe that would work too? As I go try to cut the,
Yeah, I was going to say, perhaps in the future we have someone that's more, has more nimble fingers operating the key. No
You guys are
offense,
taking
Harbin.
more and more of my jobs away.
Yo, what is it with us
You
and,
have
and
one
locks,
job.
by the way?
Pretty soon, I'll just be a killing machine, and
They
that's
took her
all.
gerbs!
Only be a killing machine.
All right,
The sooner
Give me that.
the sooner you know your role, the better, Harbin.
give me an attack roll, Arthur.
14. I have an inspiration. Is that a D10 or
It
D?
probably hits though. It's just a door.
Doors have an armor class, which means like steel plate, kind of like armor class, like it's the same thing. So hitting something, even if you hit it, doesn't mean it's going to do damage to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So some of your AC is based on your agility and your ability to like, out of the way of attacks, but some of it is based on what you're wearing as well.
There's also like a hardness to things, so like you have to do a certain amount of damage before it even registers damage, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding a D10 then.
Yep.
Ha, 16.
Your flames, as you try to penetrate through the door, Qui-Gon Jinn style, it doesn't seem to be having the effect, but you feel like maybe your sword might be a way to go if you could only get a little bit more
Oh yeah, you
power.
just-
Oh, yeah. God. Okay. I wanted to save this for fights. All right. Yeah. So.
I know you wanted to save it for fights.
I know. Damn it. So as I cut through, I'm realizing I'm not I'm not the sword's not strong enough, so I concentrate on the blade, and it turns that a bright blue blade.
Not over there. What is this?
And I try again.
Now I am the master.
Of course.
Oh.
There you go. All right.
I'm literally Qui-Gon Jinn opening the ship's door at the beginning of
Qui-Gon Jinn has a green lightsaber, bro.
I'm literally Obi-Wan cutting through the...
There you go.
As you strike the door with your magical flame blade lightsaber, you are
It becomes
able
more powerful
to...
than you can ever imagine. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You are able to penetrate through the door. As you do so, as you break through to the other side, it's very clear that the door is like the key would have a similar effect. It would just basically penetrate through the door, and that's what causes the door to open. So the door vanishes just like the rest of the doors have done previously.
Good job. Well, who needs a key? Now we could just break through all the doors using your sword.
It lasts for 1 minute, so if we need to find another door, let's do it fast.
Quick, run. Run to the next door.
Right.
Perceive our way.
Look for the new door.
Perceive our ways, my lord.
I will perceive our way. Another nat 20.
Nice.
You sense that this hallway seems to have some unusual properties to it. You think that it's probably
We should step lightly as we move forward. I'm sensing a trap. Is there anything specifically that indicates how it might be trapped?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm about to do that for you.
Okie dokie.
Towards the end of the hallway, you see jutting out just barely from the ceiling. There seems to be some sort of large blade. And as you look a little bit closer, you see that it's on some sort of hinge. That when any of the floor is depressed in this particular area, the blades come down and strike at whoever's standing in the far corner.
I relay that to the group.
Can you describe that again?
So Snowguard sees and points out, I assume, to the rest of the party, that there are blades jutting out from the ceiling, just like these semicircular blades, and they are on some sort of hinge that, when it's released, will cause the blades to come flying down and strike at whoever is in the purple square that I've just created.
If someone wanted to destroy the hinge on which those blades are linked, don't think it would be able to swing anymore.
Can we see where the depression starts?
What do you mean?
Like, can we tell if the floor is like... He said it was... As soon as you step on, it becomes depressed.
Yes.
Right?
The pink
like
square.
Like a pressure plate. Anywhere within the pink square area are the pressure plates. And Snowguard can see them and points them out to them.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you step on here, that's when it activates. You have to be on this thing.
Right, yes.
How high is the ceiling here?
12 feet.
Oh, I'm gonna sprout my wings and try not to step on the plates. I could probably maybe carry somebody.
Can fly.
Maybe we have someone that can disarm the trap.
Yeah, you might be able to float over there and disarm it. I can float over there and disarm it.
Go for it. That's
Float
another
over
one
there
of
and
your. That's your
disarm
new roll. Go do it.
So I'll just like hover a foot off the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and before I enter this area, I want to like try to peek up and see if I can get at those hinges with my blade.
Yes, you certainly can.
Okay, so should I guess I'll attack them. Try to break them.
Guys, maybe you should pull back and not be in the hallway where there's death axes on top of it. And then I will actually head forward into him to help him disarm.
Do as he says, not as he does.
Okay. So you swinging? All right. So that's your first attack. Give me all 4 of your attacks, including your polearm master. Okay. Well, they will all hit.
Fatality.
Okay. Yeah, that's plenty of damage. Okay, so you just continually like whack at these hinges that are holding the blades in place, and as you strike them over and over again, you're able to break them, and the blades come crashing to the floor, not causing damage to anybody because you've broken the trap open. As they do, you notice that one of the blades looks really interesting. It looks like it could be forged or built into like some sort of like great axe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So it's like the head of a great axe. It doesn't have a like the staff for it or whatever, the handle, but it does look like it could be a head of a great axe.
I snag that.
I
Sure.
take out one of my spears. I was like, "Hey, could you use this for that?"
No, it would most likely take a smith to build
Got
to
it.
make it into a weapon.
But
I was
I'm a
thinking of
smith.
just like putting rope on it and making it part
Harbin
of
is a
it.
smith.
Yeah, Harbin, you can just slap an axe head on any pole arm and then it becomes a great axe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Use
I
some
think I
duct
need
tape.
to find the right piece for this, but I do. Like, can I hand it to Snowguard and see if it seems magical at all? This caught my eye, and I'm interested in the potential of it.
Yeah, I'll wave my hands around in a very like silly way and pretend like only I can discern when magical auras emanate from items. The good thing I'm here. Keep me alive. I'll keep looking at these items.
You guys notice that Snowguard's getting real snarky lately?
Snarky snow guard.
Is the axe head magical, or even if it was magical,
Are
you
you
wouldn't
casting
know
a spell to find out?
I'll do this during our next short or long rest.
Okay. So I'll put a great axe head in my inventory.
Yeah.
Just, I didn't know if you could see if it had like a magical aura or anything to it.
You do not notice any traps in this hallway.
Waiting on Laserface.
Oh, I'll bring her up.
Taser face. Oh shit.
There is a door here, but it is not labeled.
Double doors.
I should have just left the labels out. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's like, it
Double
gives me
doors.
extra work to do.
Double doors. We made it to Macy's, guys.
Double door. That was the name of the principal at my school.
Don't we have these keys already?
That's what
We
you
do
mean.
have the. I mean, we have this stop play key. But it was a different direction than that symbol. Ours is like facing down.
Yeah, you had the face down one, which
Like
you
a
used.
steeple. Yeah. This one is like a backwards C.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Mm-hmm. Not sure if we have the other key. The L key. I don't think we do.
No, I don't think you do either.
No,
All
we
right,
don't.
all right, here we go. Healing areas. There
Okay,
are
guys, I'm just gonna rush to the bathroom.
okay. There are no traps in this particular area.
I let the group know.
Somebody's making a map of this place, right? While we're walking around. The famous cartographer Harbin.
I think that's Snowguard. I gave him paper.
That's true. That was supposed to be my thing.
Or would be since you're walking. You're leading.
You're
the
leading.
way.
You're leading the.
True.
Leading the expedition.
And I have a ton of parchment and ink, so we're good on that.
Parchment and a pear tree.
Oh. So what are we doing? We don't have the keys necessary for this area?
No, we don't.
Alright. Onward we go.
This is where we will backtrack to. Make a note on your map.
We gotta keep going.
The note is made.
Off me. Hey, cat.
Peek around the corner.
Peeky peeky. Sneaky peeky.
Ooh.
Oh, another nat 20.
Give me
Killing
1
it
second.
today.
There we go.
Get a bunch of 20
Okay.
emotes.
All right, so as you approach this area, you notice that there is a path to the north and also a path to the east. I'm going to reveal those for you right now. To the north, you can hear some sort of like scratching and clawing noise.
Sounds like there is a large beast to the north.
We go north. We should go north.
You guys are back. Sorry.
Let's step up and get ready.
It's quiet to the east, almost as if there is a great axe handle waiting quietly.
Where do you want to go, Snowguard? We're following you, buddy.
A tough call. I think we make sure the passage to the east is clear, so we are not. If combat happens to the north, I do not want enemies coming from our east and closing us in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. $29. That's a 19.
Wait, a 19? Why is
Oh
it
no, it's a 29. Sorry.
Okay.
Almost an at 20.
You notice in the floor in this area 9 holes in the ground. 9 small holes.
In this area or to the north, in the darkness.
In the darkness, but it's not dark because you can see it now.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice. So some of these tiles are non-existent. How does that work?
No, there's just like a pattern of like a square of 9 holes in the ground.
Gotcha.
It's like right here.
Like 3x3 holes?
Yeah, 3x3 holes. Yep.
How's that? A 15 foot by 15 foot, like, thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Is it's centered so that we can walk along the walls and get around it?
I mean, you can walk along the walls if you want to.
I'm just asking, like, is the hole against one of the walls or is it in the center?
No, it's right in the middle. The 9 holes are right in the middle of the room.
Alright, I'm gonna just say, hold on one moment. And I'm gonna walk here and look into the space. Casting... oh! Those holes. I thought that... Alright.
Well,
I thought it was like a pit.
Nope. Tiny
All
holes.
right.
I'm sorry I didn't describe it well enough. You're in
That's all right.
there. You walked in.
Yep.
You set off the trap. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. I would have been within 10 feet, or no?
Absolutely, yeah, you would have.
Plus 5?
Alright. You take 21 damage, 21 poison damage. And you are poisoned.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
You are no longer poisoned.
Before you do, it's not considered a spell, right? I won't be able to use that.
No, it's a physical
That's a
effect.
physical,
It's like
got it.
it's like a cloud of poisonous gas.
Copy.
Interestingly though, you notice here where Snowguard crossed, I'll draw it on the map for you. You notice that the gas might be working. I'm gonna draw a line. Seems to be some sort of barrier. Oh no, you do.
Before I crossed?
No.
Oh,
still in
So
there?
the visual. Yeah, you're in. Well, you were in there. You can come back out if you want to.
Yeah.
But let me just describe the effect while you're in there. So like, the poisonous gas is not able to penetrate this barrier. There seems to be something holding it back, like, and keeping it in this particular space. So it's not like coming into the hallway, which is
Right.
unusual because you would expect it to, but it just like it can't get
stops.
past this invisible barrier.
Sure. I will, yeah, finish that round of action by rejoining the group.
Yep.
Thing did not smell very nice in there. I'm okay with facing whatever the scratching noise was. We can worry about this room later, I think.
I have a question. We still all have the what's it called? Psycho Alpha, whatever it's called.
Yep.
If
That is an attunement item.
yeah,
Just to remind you.
is it still on?
No.
No,
Oh,
not if you're not attuned to it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I would assume that your magic items that I've given you since then are fine.
Yeah. Just saying, if
That
anyone-
you, I don't want to say given, that you guys have found. Because I didn't give them to you. You found them. You earned it.
Very good. Alright, I'm gonna continue to lead and mark the stinky room on the map. and look forward. What? Oh, right. 22.
Give me one moment.
What's up to everybody in the chat? Hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday night. Enjoy some
As you guys
D&D
move into this particular
on the
area,
GDP
you
Gaming
feel
Network.
the temperature rise precipitously. It's definitely hot in this particular area. And
where did what's his name go?
I don't know. You
Still
deleted
gonna
him,
go on.
maybe? Did you delete him?
He's in the fog of war somewhere. There he is.
Get
If you
off
delete
these
him, he
doors.
dies. That's it.
Gotcha.
We need. Yep. There we go.
I got it.
Beat me to it.
Taser face.
It's getting hot in here, so let's take off all our clothes.
Dang it.
It's not that hot.
I set Claw Skull's user so that everybody can move her, not
Beautiful.
just me. So you guys
Who's
can
Claw
move her
Skull?
around. Yeah,
Laser
That's not,
face.
that's not Claw
laser
Skull.
face.
Taser head.
Taser face.
She has a name.
She does have
All
a
right.
name.
Her name is Robert Paulson.
So, there we go. No, that's also not what I want. Come on, Rolls. Stop messing around. All right.
All right, do you guys stay? Oh, never mind.
Oh!
Shite. Shall we roll initiative?
Michelle. But before you do,
Can you show
let me
us
get rid
what
of
it
the
looks
old.
like?
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
You one ugly motherfucker.
Oh,
The dogs. Oh, nice.
Aw, come on, man.
okay, I'll put that.
Rolled a 6 and a 1.
Hot garbage.
Ah, what?
Garbage.
Ugly numbers.
Never go first.
Just kill me.
Did everybody roll?
I
Claw
think
Skull didn't
you
roll.
have some
That was
very
11
definite
for-
ideas about what should be done with Danny.
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor
16
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
as soon as possible.
There we go.
I need to be taken to a doctor after that initiative roll.
16 for Arthur.
That's what I meant.
Okay, everybody rolled. Yes, we're good.
Think so.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. So there are these 4 crazy-looking dog creatures in this room. They seem to be aflame, and it is really hot in here. And Harbin.
How
up
hot
first.
is it?
It's so hot that it's real hot. Harbin, give me a Constitution saving throw. You pass. The heat does not overwhelm you.
Lies.
Alright. Gonna attack this one.
Hmm?
Does 25, and I will make that. I'll make that a trip attack.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! 35 damage. And he has to do a strength saving throw, DC 18.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Strength save. What's your DC?
18.
18. He passes.
Oof. I crit him.
Yeah, that's gonna be enough.
Sweet. And then I'll face this guy and use
Okay.
last attack. 23.
That will hit.
27 damage. I'm gonna finish my movement by here.
Okay. All right. These crazy hounds leap into action. The first one is going to. Run down here, and it opens its mouth, and out of its mouth
18 hit him.
comes a blast of flame.
Great! Does 18 hit him?
It does.
So he wouldn't be able to move.
Okay.
All right, he'll still launch his blast of flame anyway at Snowguard and Arthur.
Yep.
So give me a dex save.
Yep.
Just Snow and Artie.
Just Snow and Artie.
24.
25.
Very good. You guys pass. You take 13 damage.
I put up my shield to see if I can take the brunt. Oh, I don't have my shield on. Never mind.
So 13 damage each. Like I went. This guy is gonna go. He's gonna come down here, and he's going to attack Harbin. Actually, you know what? Before he does that,
Oh.
he gets bigger.
Shit.
Now he looks real scary, doesn't he?
Like I said, one ugly motherfucker.
Harbin's is 26 hit.
Yes.
Okay. So because he's large, he's going to do double damage to you. He's going to do 14 piercing damage, and then he's also going to add in 7 fire damage as he bites down on your leg, and you can feel the heat and the flames coming out of his mouth.
21 damage.
Yep.
Fire bad.
Nope. Oh boy.
These big boys right here.
There's a
Ugly.
16 hit.
Trying to take us down.
So that guy tries to bite you as well, but he
Don't worry, we have a Hulk. It's me.
It's Fernice's turn.
I'm gonna frostbite the little one.
Okay. Before you do that, give me an intelligence save. Seems like this fear is not affecting you as much as it had. You're really kind of like working your way through your feelings of having died previously. Con save. He fails. No, that was for me. Your con save.
Oh yeah.
So 10 damage.
I was like, huh?
No, that was my con save. 10 damage, and he can't take reactions.
No, disadvantage on next attack.
Oh, disadvantage on next attack. That's something. Okay, cool. Arthur.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. First things first. I
We're
see that
jamming
there's
tonight
a
on
lot
the
of
GDP
fire
Gaming Network.
around.
How's everybody
I run
doing tonight?
behind a Harbin.
Give me a
Talk to me in
Constitution
the
saving
chat.
throw.
Yep.
Say hello. Use the channel points.
Oh,
the
you
sounds.
take a level of exhaustion from the heat just pouring down on you.
Gotcha. I am sweating under
get
my my plate armor. However, I do have... Okay. I put out my hand and it starts glowing fiery red.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm casting protection from energy on Harbin for fire.
Nice. That's awesome. I love it.
So he is resistant to fire damage right now.
Excellent. Excellent. Good job there.
For an hour.
Way to be a paladin.
Mark yourself as concentrating.
Yep.
Okay.
An hour?
Yep. Concentration is the wing angel outfit. Forgot which one that was. Let's do this one. I know that.
It's the one with the guy with like going like this.
Oh, with the yeah, okay.
Oh, Claw Skull. Why are all your spells fire spells?
Taser face.
She's just gonna shoot some beams. Beams of green light emerge from her eyeballs yet again.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. She's shooting the little one. 2, 3. She hits it one time for a D10 plus 5. 12 damage. All right, very good. It is Starchild's turn. Hey, Lester.
Hey, what's up?
Just a quick idea.
Yep.
You got 3 circles above Starchild when you click on him. The middle one's his health, but if you wanted to put grit points in one of the other ones, just so you
Oh
could do,
yeah,
like,
that's a great idea.
counter.
Yeah.
That way you could, instead of like worrying about like writing it down, you can mark it on the character. Just a thought.
No, that's a great.
That's
All
a
right.
dumb idea. I would appreciate if you didn't share those types of ideas anymore, all right?
Sorry.
That's not on
All right,
brand.
cool. Mm-mm.
So I see what's going on. I can't see this guy. I don't want. I see like the heat of the fire affects you, so I'm gonna point at the biggest doggo and take 3 pistol shots. Pew pew pew. -5. Nope.
Hey.
Not 20 for 30.
Let's get those 20 emotes out there.
And 11.
Yeah. So the first one and the third one missed, but you definitely obviously hit with a crit
Yeah.
for 30 damage.
So he shoots
really good
one,
job.
doubles his hand to take aim, pew, and hits directly in his eye. And then the second one, he gets a little cocky and wings him in the wings the wall.
Aye.
All right, Snowguard.
Right, guys. You're muted, bud.
Thank you. Alright, I'm going to...
Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out to everybody lurking.
try and make this encounter a little bit
Listen to the
easier
font,
for
listen
the
to the D&D.
frontliners by setting up a level 4 banishment spell.
Just get it.
I'm going to focus on the top right big doggo. And it's gonna have
Ooh,
to
I'm next.
roll 20 or higher on a charisma saving throw.
Oh, banishment. Send them back to hell.
Yo, banishment has been a clutch spell this campaign.
Yeah, it has. You said top right.
Yeah.
Every campaign.
It howls as you cause it to go to some sort of alternate dimension.
You hear a
Yes, I
Tupperware
say.
pop.
Snowguard says, "I'll see you later, bitch."
So as soon as someone did that popping with their mouth, it disappeared.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I thought that
It's a Tupperware pop.
that was the greatest like timing right there.
I will lurk back here around the corner.
Because the spell actually says
Yeah, popping
Makes a
noise.
popping noise.
it makes a popping noise.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good timing. Well done.
Clip that.
I have nothing. Nope. No bonus action.
Okay.
Roll.
You're up.
I'm gonna move up here and I'm gonna look at the big ugly right here. I'm gonna be like, you look a little hot. I think you should chill, and then cast Ray of
Ooh.
Frost.
Everybody chill.
You hit with Ray of Frost.
Alright, 12 cold damage. And he'll say, "Ghoul," which is the draconic word for cold.
Well done.
That'll end my turn.
Cool.
Oh, wait. No. 1 second.
Oh, sure.
Bonus-
Take your time. Whatever you gotta do.
Bonus action. Yeah. Stop the game.
He took his hand off the chess piece. We all saw it.
Stop the
Yeah,
game
right.
now and listen to me. I'm gonna use 1 sorcery point to do the thing where I have resistance to fire damage for an hour.
Cool. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll work. Okay, so this guy comes out from the darkness, running into the room, and he sees his prey in front of him, and he's going to blast Arbin and Arthur. Fine. You can hit him if you want to for 26 damage. He doesn't care.
Wow.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, Arthur and Arbin.
Exhaustion is only for ability checks.
Correct.
Disadvantage removed. Okay.
Correct.
Plus 5. It's a million. It's enough. It passes.
Yep.
It's 12 for me.
Okay. Arthur fails and takes 19 damage.
Oof.
Harbin passes, and so he takes half damage. Because he's resistant, he takes half damage. So he's going to take 5 damage.
5 damage. Nice. Thanks, buddy. Oof. You look like you got it bad.
I'm still above 120. I'm fine. It's just a flesh wound.
Arthur,
You got hit once. It's gonna be okay.
Arthur needs to make a concentration check.
Oh, he does.
Yes,
That's
they do.
true.
Also, I take back what I did as my bonus action before. I can't do that since I didn't cast a fire spell. I have to do it after I cast a fire spell. So I do not have resistance to fire yet.
Fucking cheaters.
I know,
Trying-
right? God.
I keep it by the book, all right, Snowguard? By the book.
Is it a con check or con save?
Con save.
Con save.
Con save. 10 or higher. Yep. You
Nice.
pass. 40 of that guy's going to go there, and he's going to do the same thing. So give me a dex save. You two.
Ah!
Oh, no. Both of you
Yeah.
fail.
Oh.
Arthur takes 24 damage.
Natural 20 for the con save.
Very good. And
24
then
damage?
Harbin takes half of that, which is 12.
Still not bad.
And then this guy ducks back into the darkness.
I'm standing behind Phronesis, and he just hears me like making psst sounds. Hit me with that bardic shit.
7. Yeah, he'll
You
go
have
there.
it already. You already have Bardic Inspiration.
He hasn't put bardic on me. The symbol that. Nah, I'd put the symbol on me because I got a DM inspiration last session and I didn't want to forget.
Yeah, at first we had just healed up from the short rest, so I wasn't at first gonna.
Arthur does a 22 hit.
That teats. I don't have my shield on.
Okay. So you take 22 piercing damage and some fire damage.
22 and 7.
Yep.
Here's the
Oh, I forgot I have DM inspiration
13
too.
is good.
Yep.
I don't have DM Inspiration.
Because you're not cool like us.
Wait, I don't think Rao, you have one.
I do. I got one from the DM.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant Bardic. Oops.
Nah, you never give me bardic.
Arthur does a 23 hit.
Yep.
This guy is not able to enlarge because there's no space for him to do that, sadly. But he's still going to hit you for 8 piercing and 3 fire.
Bernices gets out the smallest violin to play for your enemy.
Arvin, give me a Constitution saving throw.
And I
Pass.
say, I still, damn.
Oh no, you fail. Harbin
Oh,
fails.
no.
Harbin, take a level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Conditions.
This guy's way too close. You're too close, man.
He's big and ugly too.
He is.
All right, Harbin, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
No. This one.
Which one, please? I'm sorry.
Bottom big guy, sorry.
Big blue.
Yeah,
Big blue.
sure.
He blew, alright.
That will miss. That will hit.
I'm gonna use trip attack.
Okay.
Trip his ass.
That's 25 damage. I'm sure he's gonna pass the strength DC 18.
He actually does not and falls prone.
Whoa, that's awesome.
I know.
That's
Yeah, he rolled
hilarious.
real bad. He rolled really bad.
My next attack is with advantage. Yes!
Oh, nice.
So 31 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
What does it look like when you kill this giant beast?
I just stick the glaive like in as deep as I can until my hands hit, and then I lift up and totally just pour him out.
Oh man, that's disgusting. He dies in a ball of fire.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to this guy and attack him.
Miss.
Ooh!
I think that's all you get.
That's it. Unless I want to.
Didn't you kill some dude? Could you attack another, or you already used it?
No,
I'm
he's
gonna action-
done 4 attacks, but you can action surge, yes.
I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah.
17 hit.
That will hit.
Oof. 25 damage.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
Another crit for 32
Oh.
damage.
another giant fire dog goes down.
Nice.
I'll turn to the blue guy.
That will miss.
Ah, yeah. That was good though.
Wait. Okay. That's it. I think that's it.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yes.
That's all I can do.
What a shitty turn.
I know, Jesus. All right. This guy's gonna go right here.
Oh no.
Hang on a second.
That will
Miss.
miss.
Hey.
gonna attack Arthur.
Don't let him get away with that shit.
21.
That hits.
Okay. I didn't make him big, and I should have, but that's okay. 11 piercing, 6 fire. Total of 17.
It happens to some guys. Don't worry about it, Seth.
Come on.
I did the con save.
Snowguard, can you display for me banishment?
Yes, indeed. The duration of the spell is a minute, and after a minute, if it's not from the plane in which we exist, oh, sorry, that's the wrong one, then it stays in its home plane.
Home team.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. Phronesis is up.
Alright. Still trying to save my spell slots, so I'm going to cast Frostbite on this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look around, and I know I can't see him, but I know he can hear me, and I'm gonna say, Snow God, this is for you, where are you? And give him Bardic Inspiration.
I poke my head around the corner.
Okay.
He passes his Constitution, so no damage.
That ends my turn.
Thank you, sir.
Arthur,
Okay.
these crazy monsters seem to have
You're
it
right.
out for you. Yeah, that's something stuck in my throat.
Okay.
Yeah. These crazy monsters seem to have it out for you.
Yeah, apparently so. Okay. Arthur is dumb, but not an idiot. He probably would know that attacking with fire would not help at all. So, is it an action to switch weapons, by the way?
Bonus action.
Bonus action? Then I will bonus action switch to the wave cutter
Mm-hmm.
and take 2 attacks.
Okay.
Against this dude down here.
Mm-hmm. Roll 1 at a time.
23,
That will hit.
10 damage, and
The guy explodes in a ball of flame.
oh, nice. And then this one up here with wave cutter as well. 19.
19 will hit.
Perfect.
10.
9. Oh no. I'm.
Fatality.
Oh wait, no. It would have been 2-handed. Yep.
Okay.
9 plus 9 slashing, 4 radiant.
Okay.
Oh no, I did that wrong.
Oh, good.
9. Oh, I have to add all 3. 9 plus 6 plus 4. It takes all 3 damage in this this row over here.
Slashing 2-handed. Slashing.
Because
and
it's
radiant.
a 2
Two-bladed weapon.
2d8 or yeah. It's 2d8 or 2d10.
Okay. Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay then. Very good. Alright. Is that it?
Yes. So
Cool.
it is 15, 19 damage.
More blasts of green energy come flying out of Foskel's noggin. 2 of them strike the one that Arthur just attacked. And it's going to do 10 plus 10 damage. 20. Okay. That's Claw Skull. Claw Skull shoots the creature. And it is Starchild's turn. Star Child's turn. Lester.
Oh, Star Child. Sorry. My bad.
No, it's cool.
Okay. I saw. Star Child would have seen this guy get hit, so he will take three shots on him. Minus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Takes and 25.
Okay, that's enough to kill him.
Cool. And then retargets. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Or
What's that?
22, 32?
32. That's enough to kill that guy.
Oh, nice.
You don't have any more targets for your third shot.
No. I fire straight up into the air. No, kidding. Well,
Hell
no,
yeah.
wait, let's see.
Warning
5,
shot.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Does he see anything over here?
Sorry. Man.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You can thank Agma.
He sees that blue guy.
Oh, there is another.
Go, Star Child. Is it still Star Child's turn?
Yeah, he has one more shot.
Yeah, so I have one more shot. Targeting that buddy.
Mm-hmm.
11. Nope.
That will miss.
And I end my turn.
Snow guard.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think I'm going to be able to see this guy.
No. You don't have line of sight.
Someone's saying Christian Bale.
You ever seen that video where they just go, they show a picture of Christian Bale and then a picture of Kristen Bell, and they just go, Christian Bale? Christian Bell. It's really funny.
We're gonna need a link in the Tuesday game chat.
Absolutely.
For later viewing.
So
All right.
stupid.
I can't get line of sight, so I'm not gonna move up this far. Or yeah, I guess I would have trying to see what was up there. I'm gonna cast. Oh, I don't know what that noise. Everyone knows what that noise means. It means I'm casting Mass Cure Wounds at 6th level. I have no clue what that noise was.
That made for a good sound effect.
Plus, what is the
those are nice.
inspiration? D10?
Yeah, D10.
Everybody will get 42 hit points back.
Whoa!
I needed that.
I definitely needed that. I am just about 60%. Nope, you don't know that.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Oh shit, that was exactly how much I needed to get to full.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Whose turn's coming up? I'm gonna use my reaction and give Ralabardic inspiration. Never say never again.
Oh, now.
Never say never.
The squeaky sorcerer gets the grease.
It always works.
Yep, that'll be my turn. Now it's Rawls. Action.
Don't mind this roll. I'm just testing something out. Sorry.
Solid Snake, is that you?
Bro, what are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm
I was testing something out.
5,
I was
10,
fixing
15,
the wave
20.
cutter.
25
Okay.
next to Star Child. I'm gonna say, how's it going? And then I'm gonna
Going
go
good,
ahead
baby.
and Ray of Frost.
Look out.
Look out, man. Oh no.
Miss. Miss.
I'll use my DM inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Right. 16.
And I still have Bardic Inspiration. So I'll put the little...
Oh, you know what? No, okay. You guys
What?
killed off a lot of these guys. I was going to say, there's not enough monsters in here to make it super hot. So I'm not going to make people roll con saves.
I was wondering why I wasn't rolling con save. I thought that was the case.
To make it super hot?
It's less hot now.
Mm.
Harbin's up. No, wait. Monster's up. Monster. 1, 2, 3. If Starchild has a melee weapon, he can punch.
Does he have a melee?
Pistol
I
whip.
don't think he does.
I'm gonna pistol whip him because it's an armed strike.
All right.
16 hit him.
26.
Yo, Ronan, what's up, my
Okay.
brother?
He takes.
It's been a while, bro. How you been?
19 plus 3.
Thanks for
It's
stopping in.
22 damage.
Oh wait, then that means I
Look
couldn't
at
have
all
hit
those
him.
awesome
That means
emotes you got going out there. Big shout out to Ronan.
Oh, yeah, that's
Long
true.
time no see,
Yeah.
my brother.
Well, I'll give him 3 damage back.
Still
Not
on that
that he's
Resi Eevee?
Oh man, that's awesome. I have. He does have
Killing that
unarmed
Resident
strike.
Evil 8?
So every time I use it, it's gonna be a pistol whip.
That makes sense. All right.
Nice.
He's going to roll a die.
Very good to see you, my brother.
Oh yeah. Okay. He
When are you
recharges his
streaming nowadays?
breath
Oh,
weapon,
yeah.
and he's going to blast
This little ball
Harbin,
head.
Arthur, and Snowguard with it. Deck saves.
Uninspirational quote of the day.
Oh.
You can't fail if you don't try.
23. And here's the con save. Stay up. Stay up. Yes.
Well, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to re-roll that. Because I don't want my banishment
What's up,
to
my brother?
fail.
All right.
Nice. 26.
Okay. So Harbin failed, but he takes half damage because he's fire
Chilling, dude.
resistant.
Eating Starburst
So
and
that's
playing
11.
D&D. What's up with you? How you been?
Arthur passed, so he takes 11. And Snowguard passed, so he takes 11.
Right.
Harbin, you're up. Hits. Hits. No, that one missed. No, that one hits. Okay, so the first 2 hit. Which is going to be enough.
16. I rolled it. Okay. I will move up 1, 2.
What you been up to,
3.
Ronan?
Here, I'll move here so I can see both ways.
I didn't know you go both ways.
Oh, wow.
He must be wearing bifocals so he can look both ways.
Oh my God.
That was good. That was good.
Nice. I can see that key.
Hmm?
Is it a good time that to take a quick 5-er?
Yeah, well, let's just get this area.
No worries, no worries, no worries. I figure it's 10 o'clock. We just finished the battle. It was good.
Mhm.
Whatever's good.
Okay, so you see a key.
That's as far as I can move.
Are we still in combat order?
Oh. You guys
No.
can move around.
Okay.
There's a key down here. I want to see if there's any traps.
Yeah, double check. Always.
Let me take a peek.
Is that a door that we missed before, or a new one?
I think oh, there is a door.
Right here and right here and.
We said that we didn't have a key for either.
Yeah, and
I
it,
don't think we.
Yeah, but that's not the. This isn't the key. Well, we'll see when we get when we.
We still don't have a key for either.
Correct.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep going north.
What does a 21 get me?
No traps.
You're in the clear, Harbin.
Boom. I got it.
So fast.
Boom.
Wow.
Furious.
Lightning quick.
Boom.
So fast, so furious. That's
question,
Harbin.
How many
Oh,
Has anyone kept track of next door? Let's see how many lights have been.
We've got another key.
Arthur.
What's up?
Good job on that last. Feat. And I'm gonna dig into my bag and hand you the silvery potion.
Oh, thank you so much, Harbin.
So nice.
I'll cherish this until I use it.
What does Starchild say when he goes to pick up the key to the door below us?
What does he say?
Below us.
I'm asking Lester.
Oh, here's looks like here's another key.
Why does he
Sounds
talk
so
like
dumb.
Bert now?
Hey, Yogi
Ernie.
Bear.
Hey yo,
We're gonna go get some picnic
I'm
baskets.
smarter than the average bear.
Ain't no park ranger gonna stop us from going through this door.
Hey,
Hey,
yo,
boo-boo.
yo, hey boo boo.
So we got a key that we like.
Now I want to
Yeah, so-
make a bearfolk character whose arch nemesis is an actual ranger.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
That's one of the ones that we couldn't open before. The
Yeah.
backwards C.
This is the stone giant.
This one right here.
Yeah, Stone Giant.
Let's return to the south now that we have these keys. And remember, there's a path through the stinky room to potentially get another key.
Someone other than Harbin opened the door.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Our
we're gonna let
child
Starchild-
has some very thin and dexterous fingers.
Really, the guy that couldn't pick a lock.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I
right.
said.
He's improved quite a bit since then.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance on Starchild. They prove them wrong.
Guidance, you said? Okay.
That's
Swipe
cheating.
up
That's
there.
cheating.
16 out of 5. Finally.
Hey!
20.
What?
Hey, thank you for your. Thanks for the guidance, man.
Pretty good.
Anytime.
You really helped me see the hole.
Oh god.
Find the hole would have been better, but I like see the hole. Here we go.
Nice
After
work.
you, my good sir.
Nice work.
I think that was the first successful plus, like,
Guidance actually maxing out.
yeah. No. That's the first time anyone rolled above a 10 on
On the
a
sleight of
door,
hand.
on a door check.
Well, having +5 helps for
We
sure.
suck at doors.
Alright, what do we got? 27 on a perception.
You can smell a vile stench somewhere
Oh,
down this hallway.
Kloskal, is that you?
Harbin, is that you?
This is the like undead stench that's been like permeating the pyramid, or this is a different type of stench?
A different type of stench.
Okay.
I check my pits.
Can we pause here for that break? My dog is begging to go outside.
Absolutely. Let's take 5 minutes.
Cool.
Sir.
All right, break time, everyone.
Break!
All right,
Smoke it if you got 'em.
I'm gonna go on break too. Smoke if you got 'em. Be right back. Play the dragon right here and end it. Game. Peace. Oh, snapperoo. Mother of God. Wow, that was a solid jump scare. That's a bad face for Arthur's camera to freeze.
30 damage.
Yeah! Oh! perseverance. All right, everybody, we're back. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. so many awesome people that have passed by so far and said hello in the stream. Big shout out to everybody that's come through so far. Big shout out to everybody that's gonna come by in the last couple of hours here. Probably gonna be going till around 11:30 per usual, I'm assuming. So stick around. There's still a lot of action to go as we explore this enormous map and this pyramid. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn I'm here, but just eating.
So yeah, stay tuned. Alright. When it wants to. Alright, kiddo. Have a good night. Love you. Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Check this one out, guys.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Alright guys, ready when you are.
No problemo.
Yeah. There are traps here?
Back to the game.
I sense a very stinky smell ahead.
Oh, that's right. And I checked my pits. Not me.
Same.
It might be me.
I'll like see how far I can go in the stink.
I mean, Arthur did sweat quite a bit in that last room.
It's been a while since we've been able to bathe.
Oh, you know what? How long have we been awake? Because if he tuned to the ring, shouldn't we be able to long rest soon?
No long rest yet in the pyramid. It's been about 12 hours since you guys entered.
It's been a while. 12 hours in the pyramid. Alright. Going forth? Or do you guys feel like maybe we should go this way? I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm gonna take a look ahead and tell everyone what to expect.
You don't notice any traps, but the smell is definitely getting stronger.
Nice.
What is it? What is that, guys?
Has it been a minute since the last battle?
Yes.
Alright, I will take off the concentration from banishment.
Okay.
And I'll take off the DM inspiration.
Okay.
Okay. What are we looking at? Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
What
Is
what
this
is that?
creature?
The ceiling, the ceiling in this room opens up to about 20 feet high, and crammed into that 20 feet high area is a giant monster made up of what look like zombie bodies.
Oh,
Is it humanoid?
I don't think so.
Does it sense our approach yet?
You can tell Snowguard.
Arthur
you can
actually
tell-
does say that out loud.
Says what?
Arthur
Like,
says
is
some...
it humanoid?
Snowguard, do you have an answer for that question?
It's just he's just utterly shocked at what he's seeing in front of us.
I do not think so.
So
And
you asked if it
giant
noticed
babies
you.
were
Well,
wonderful.
it had been waiting for you, and as you enter this area, it tears off a chunk of itself
Oh,
and
God.
flings it at Snowguard. So I need you to make a strength save.
Oh, no.
All right, here comes +5, 21.
Okay. You get struck with a bunch of what look like chunks of zombie, but you're able to push most of them off. So you're going to take 13 damage. That's going to be halved, so you'll take 7. As some of the chunks bludgeon you, but they don't. Yeah, they just kind of like fall all around you as you push them off of your body. And then we're gonna roll initiative.
All right. I'm glad I have my shield.
aw, we can't keep the same one.
Mm-mm.
What
Let me erase. There you go.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Oh no.
Nice.
Fuck you.
Hey.
What? That's crazy.
20s.
All right, Star Child gets to go first.
20s. How we do it in here?
Hey, hold on. I have a bunch of stuff coming up.
So exciting.
Okay, so he 5, 10, 15. Did he see Snowguard get hit by that thing?
Most likely.
Okay. So I'm going to go right here.
Okay. Give me a dexterity. No, give me a strength save.
Strength save.
Get him. Get him.
26.
Okay. You
Plus
also
5,
get
31.
struck with a bunch of zombie chunks,
Oh, no.
and you take 4 damage from the zombie chunks.
Zombie
Because
chunks.
you're able to rip them off of you. They seem to be like somewhat alive. Like they're trying to grasp at you and trap you.
Said 4 damage.
Yeah, but you're able to push them off.
All right. Who baby, let's go. And he's sort of like purple wings pop out of his back. They kind of look like funk, the funk. Whatever the funk looks like, it looks like a pair of wings have just sprouted from his back.
That's really cool.
All right, and that's my only action. That takes an action to do so. Bonus action, I've got nothing.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Harbin's up.
Wait, hold on. This was set wrong. It was 121 because of aid.
Harbin, give me a strength save.
Hey, I don't want to do that.
I don't care too much. All right. Zombie chunks hit you. You're able to push them off of your body as they try to grasp and hold on tight. You take 2 damage from getting hit with zombie chunks.
Oh. Chunkage.
All right.
Mm-hmm. There's like chunks all over the floor now too. It's really gross.
That's gross.
Yeah.
You want a dad joke, sir?
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Hit you with a quick one. Quick dad joke. Dad jokes and D&D go hand in hand.
That's your zombie chunk area right there.
My wife said I should do lunges to stay in
17
shape.
misses, 31 hits, 20.
I said, yeah, that would be a big step forward.
So a total of
48
damage.
Yeah, and then pull
it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you think it's going to do.
Oh,
okay.
One of those, huh?
And shoot, okay, then 18 more. But whatever happens, happens.
Yep. Okay. Arthur.
For Nisus, what's your dex, by the way? We rolled the same.
Doesn't matter. You go first.
Yeah, okay. No worries. I just wanted to play fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When Arthur sees what's going on with Star Child, I say, "Oh yeah, fly buddies," and I take an action to whip out my wings as well and fly 30 feet closer. 5, 10. Oh well, 15, I guess.
Okay.
And I bonus action because I still have the wave cutter out. Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I'll have
For
wave cover for this one.
Nisus.
All right. Let's run in a little bit. And it's one target, correct? Even though it's like throwing all these body parts.
It is one target, yes.
Okay.
Good question. Good question.
Well. I am going to go ahead and cast haste on Arthur. Dun dun dun.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude, you're right there. And then I'm going to I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on Harbin once again and say, chop that thing down.
Chop it. Alright, Call's turn. She's gonna go there. She has to make a dexterity saving throw. Fall prone in the goo.
What about me? I don't get to go?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, I skipped you. Such a jerk. I thought it was her turn because I was moving her around.
Crossfall can do her thing first if she wants. Since you
well, I can move her back if you want.
Go ahead, do it. Do what you were gonna do.
Oh, okay. She falls down prone.
Oh, what? If she's gonna do that, then go back.
She does get a +5 from me, though. If she does.
I don't think it would matter.
Got it.
She rolled real bad. All right, go ahead, Rawl.
And can she still shoot her lasers from the ground?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Because it's Rawl's turn.
Lasers.
Oh, right. Ariel's reaction was so funny.
Alright, so I'm gonna go into
I was just really happy that I remembered to actually put her in the initiative order at all. And I think that's why I got all excited. I was like, oh, look, I did something right for once.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Do plenty right.
I'm gonna reach in close to my heart, pull out the amulet of time, and I'm gonna say, do it. towards
Do that.
Harbin and cast haste
Nice.
on Harbin.
Didn't Phronesis just haste me?
No, he
hasted Arthur. So now you guys are haste brothers.
Haste brothers.
Wow.
And that's an action, right?
That is an action. Yep.
Okay, so that's an action, and then I will. How many sorcery points do I have? I have enough. I'm gonna quicken the spell. I'm gonna quicken a 5th level immolation.
Oh my.
And try to set these motherfuckers on fire.
Seems like a good plan. Dex save, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, monster. Oh, no way. The monster fails.
Oof. It catches
Monster
fire.
takes 31 damage and, well, 36.
Plus
You want to
5.
do 36?
Yeah, 36.
Yeah, all right.
You'd think it smelled bad before. Now it's burnt dead bodies.
At the end of each of its turns, it has to do the dex save again. If not, it'll take 18.
Very good. Very, very good. That was a good
pretty
spell.
good bonus action. It's a pretty good bonus.
Absolutely.
That's a really good spell.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to use that one much.
So Claw Skull falls down, but she's still gonna shoot her eye beams. At disadvantage. 1, 2. All right. This one again. Okay, she actually does hit with 1, so that's good. For 11 damage. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to be as effective as it could have been. Snogard.
Snogard is going to Sacred Flame. Of course. See how this nasty creature likes some radiant damage.
It doesn't like radiant damage very much at all.
And that's a nice roll. An 8, 2 6s, and a 5.
Yep.
Nice.
Bonus action, I will use my necklace of prayer beads to activate Bless, and I will put the +4 on Starchild, Arthur, and Harbin.
Cool.
And then I'm going to fall back so as to make sure I don't lose my concentration on those knuckleheads. Harbin and very good. Thank you, Lester. Harbin, mark yourself as blessed, and that's my turn.
Cool. The monster's gonna go, and it's going to try and bash Lester. Sorry. Oh god, my brain.
Shit, it's coming through his
Oh my
PC.
god. Oh no. What's
It's
that
in the room behind you.
Oh god.
25 hit.
This is great. Well, what?
25.
25 will hit.
Okay, how about a 26?
Will hit. Both hit.
Okay. Then you're gonna take 17 damage from the first swing of this monster's fist.
Oh.
You get pummeled with dead bodies, and then
Oh.
you're gonna take a second one for 18 damage. So that is a total of 35.
Got it.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You are able to avoid succumbing to the stench of the monster as it strikes you twice in the face with its giant fist. And it's Starchild's turn.
Okay, cool.
Did the monster make a dex save?
Why would the monster
drop-
make dex save?
Because it's on fire, and at the end of its turn, it has to make a dex save.
Oh, it'll make a dex save then. Okay, cool.
Arthur, did you drop protection from fire from me?
Oh, hold on. No, I did not.
Okay. How long does that one last?
An hour.
Okay, you're good then. Okay, so the monster dies because it's on fire.
It turns to
And
Whoa.
spell
Like there's
says.
just this smoldering pile of bodies, of,
Mm.
like zombie bodies.
Wow, that was. I thought that was a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
It still smells pretty bad in here.
Bless is still going to be up for a minute, and that will give you a +4 to ability checks, FYI.
Thanks.
Who wants to investigate this room? It looks like there's some interesting levers.
I'll use Bardic Inspiration.
It stinks in here.
18
Who
on my
wants
investigation.
who wants to loot the body? Not it.
Can I try to? Can me and?
Wait, hold on. Roll the die so I can do that. Well, what are you investigating?
I'm just trying to look around the room to see if I can find a source other than obviously that big thing. And then
stench?
yeah, the stench.
It just smells bad because it's a pile of corpses.
Cool. And then I'll just walk over to the key while I'm investigating and grab it.
All right. You pick up the key.
Can me and Starchild stand by the edge, by the doorway, and flap our wings really, really hard to get some ventilation and maybe air out the room of the stench?
Well, the stench isn't like before. The stench seemed to be like, physically
Oh, yeah, it's
emanating.
not like overpowering anymore.
No, not anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Never mind that. That would
I
have been
think these levers do.
Yeah, do I notice the levers too, obviously?
Oh yeah, the levers are quite obvious. There are 3 levers, one in each corner of the room.
Might have something to do with that gas that Snowguard walked into before. What do you think, Snowguard?
Oh, that's a good thought. Perhaps. Let's get a person on each lever, pull them all at once, and see what happens.
I'm with that.
I will stay over here in case you require healing.
Maybe we should.
What's that, Yogi?
I wouldn't have done that. No, never mind.
Hey, Taserface, come over here and help us. I mean, whatever your name is.
He's no longer prone.
Let's.
All right, everyone, on 3.
She says, "Let's pull these levers, right? Meow."
1, 2, 3, go.
You pull all 3 levers at once?
Yeah.
I think so.
So as you pull all 3 levers at once, you hear a whirring and clicking noise off in the distance, and you're not sure exactly what it is. But as you pull the levers,
Okay.
a blast of what looks like some sort of black energy surges into the corpses that are laying on the ground.
Yay!
Oh,
and
great.
the monster comes back alive.
Nice.
No way.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Has it been under a minute?
Yeah, it's been like 12 seconds. That was like a round or 2 rounds to move in there, look around,
And
right?
then, like,
3 rounds,
Yeah.
maybe max.
Maybe max, yeah.
Yeah, so okay, cool.
Okay, so
Alright.
you guys are still hasted.
It was worth a
and
shot.
It's gonna be Starchild's turn?
Cool.
Good thing we didn't do what we normally do, which is stand around and talk for 3 minutes.
Yeah. I take aim.
Give me a strength save.
Strength. Save. Sorry, I have to switch.
Nice. Okay, cool. Wow, that's really good. You once again get pelted with a whole bunch of chunks of zombie. You are able to avoid most of it, but you do take 4 damage from being struck with zombie bits.
Mm.
Go ahead and do your thing.
All right. I take aim. 3 shots. -5. 17.
It's
for 17, plus what level is he? 13 holy radiant damage from because my wings are still out.
So 13 more.
Yes, that is his level. Yep.
We're level 14.
No, not Star Child. He's 13.
Oh.
You should be 14 though, right, Seth? Isn't that what you said last week?
Yeah, but I didn't fix the sheet yet.
Oh, okay, then it's fine.
Hold on one second. My brain is doing things. That. Okay. The second shot hits.
24 damage.
Okay.
Man. 15? Nope, 14.
14 hits.
For 19 damage. I get another shot from Hasted. 19.
Wait, you're hasted too?
Yeah.
Who hasted
No,
you?
no. Arthur was. Sorry. No. My bad.
Yeah, that
Nope,
doesn't count.
I will actually action surge. That's what I was gonna do.
Okay, you can action surge.
Okay. 19.
19 will hit.
Yep.
I thought they were both Haste brothers, no?
It was me and Harmon, not me and
Yeah,
He's
Arthur
using
is
Star
hasted
Child
and
at the moment.
Oh, he's playing Star Child right now. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 2 more
2,
shots.
But
13,
That will hit.
Phronesis
13?
Phronesis actually hasted Lester, so he can use both characters as hasted.
23 damage for that one then.
Mhm.
And then 21 will hit, 22 damage for that one.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3. That's everything. Yep.
So the only shot that you really feel like did the damage that you had hoped it would do is the one with the radiant attack. But other than that, it seemed like they were not ineffective.
Ineffective,
Not as
okay.
effective. Not as
Got
effective as you would have hoped. Harvin, you're up.
Yeah. One, two, three, four.
All of that will. Why? Yeah, 4. Okay, that's your hasted. Okay, yeah, all of that's gonna hit.
Sweet.
So give me a damage total.
$104.
How much?
I think it's 104. Hang on.
Okay,
What?
that seems like a lot.
25,
25, 21,
21,
plus 31.
31.
21 plus 31.
104. 104.
All right.
Yeah.
Even though your strikes aren't as effective as you would have hoped because of the nature of the zombie creature, you are able to damage it enough that it falls to pieces on the floor.
I say, wow, that was pretty cool. Want to do it again?
Oh, someone should go check and see if we can pass through the other room. Any volunteers?
Sure, why not? I'll grow my wings out and I will hover over all the tiles and fly over there.
Yeah, if you move fast enough, oh, never mind. You're not blessed.
I'll double dash every time 60 feet to get there.
We all follow behind.
Sorry there, friend.
I'll do
Seems that the gas has dissipated and the invisible barriers don't seem to be up anymore.
Seems that the gas has dissipated and the invisible barriers don't seem to be up anymore.
Also, cannot see the invisible barriers anymore.
How long has it been since we fought the Fire Boys?
Haste drops.
Yep.
This is my first time feeling haste, so I am exhausted and I fall on the floor. What was that?
Yeah, you just slow down for a little bit.
Snowguard, you
We'll
want
be
to
alright.
come up and look around first for traps before we go any further?
Or I can do this.
And then obviously mine and Starchild's wings are gone.
Mm-hmm. You don't see any traps at all. You do
All
see
clear.
a door.
There's
And
a
you
door?
also see a dead body.
And there's a dead body.
Wanna see a dead body?
Oh dear.
Take a look at the dead body.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Everybody's poking the body with a stick.
On the dead body,
Are you-
you find an interesting-looking dagger.
Are you
Seems to be made out of a material that is unfamiliar to you.
Spaghetti.
Pocket that.
This dagger appears to be made out of uncooked spaghetti.
Ew.
Harbin, you take.
Can you guys see the door mark?
No.
No.
You can't.
No.
Starchild is assuming the position, I hope.
Oh.
For key handling.
There you go.
Very
Do you
good.
guys have
Oh,
that
wait.
key?
We do have that key,
Yeah, we
Star
do.
Child. Here you go. That's the one I
Oh.
just picked up.
Ooh. Yeah, from the zombie room, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool.
Zombie.
right. Roll
Zombie
it, Starchild. Roll it.
juggernaut.
Arthur, get
Sleight
up
of
here.
hand.
1 second, sorry.
I will give him guidance.
Okay.
I'm still poking her.
You guys are making a lot of progress.
Okay,
Doing
come
very
on.
well today.
It's tough.
And all with
Sleight of
one
hand.
spell
Sleight of
slot
hand.
left.
Sleight of hand.
Blaster.
Starchild. Sleight of
Oh,
hand.
sorry, me. Got it. It was
Yeah, you're.
Alright,
You're the
Alright.
chosen one, baby.
15.
All right.
Plus
Okay,
a d4.
E4.
Extra unlock the door.
It is open. More
The door,
opener.
once again, in a flash of lightning.
Where am I going?
Lightning. Check it for chappies, man.
I do this.
Roll it. No traps.
Let's move to the corner. And do it again.
No traps.
Is this another key, sir?
What?
You guys don't see this key right here?
Nope.
No, that's so weird.
Right here?
Just looks like a floor tile.
Yeah, no, there's no key there. I don't know why there's a key on your screen, but there's no key.
Sure.
Is there a key?
No, there's not a key.
I pick up the invisible key.
It's not a key. It's not. I don't know why it's on your screen. That's really weird. It's like a roll
That's so
20.
weird.
It's a roll 20 glitch.
I mean,
Do we see anything to the north?
look at the stream. Look at the stream. The stream doesn't lie.
I believe the stream. I believe the stream.
Stream doesn't lie.
Wait, scroll up. Scroll up. Yeah, there's a key there. That's
There's a
really
key
weird.
there.
That's so strange. There's no key. There's no key on my screen.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
crazy.
It's my key. I just found it. It works on every single door. It's the skeleton key for the pyramid.
I love no
Mm-hmm.
key.
Is there a key on
It
any
has
other
every symbol
layer?
on it. It has every symbol on it.
Seth,
Yeah. What?
is there a key in any sort of layer in your screen or not?
No, I'm looking at all the layers. I actually was checking.
Wow.
Gary Gygax's ghost put that key there.
Definitely. Definitely. It's the Gygax key right there. All right.
It's a legendary key. I found it. It
Did.
opens every door in Groovonia.
I was like, oh, let me take a picture of it. And I don't have.
We seem to be at a split in the path, gentlemen and
Hey,
lady.
Starchild. Seems I'm the chosen one. Not
Yeah,
you.
man. I choose you.
I see the key. Are you the gatekeeper? Because
No,
I'm the
no,
key
I ain't the
master.
All right. What are we doing in here, you jacker?
We are at a split in the path. We
Oh shit. I say Mollis,
Oh boy.
which is
Right
key
or
in
left?
Draconic. Left.
right, left.
Sure. Do it.
I walk forward this way.
Hey.
Is that a key in real life?
That's a key in real life. Can you see that
Okay.
key, Rawl?
Yeah.
Can you see that one?
Is it on yours?
It is on mine, sure.
It's not on his.
I don't see it. Anything.
Wow.
It must have been like out of position, like.
Try move the key. Can you move the key?
I'll
See
do
if
this.
that-
I'll refresh roll 20 and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, the drama on stream live. Will
That's
the key be there? Will it not? Oh, look, it moved.
It moved.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It
Wow.
was glitched. It was glitched.
It was glitchy.
It's
Changing
still
the
showing it in
matrix.
the original position in the stream as a viewer.
It should be
Anyhow.
refreshed already. You might be delayed.
It might be
That's
lag.
all
Yeah, it's it fixed now. I pick up the
Yeah.
key
Cool.
and I hand it over to Star Child.
Yeah, it's reloading now.
That door does not seem familiar to me. I don't think we've come across this door yet. Hold on to that, Star Child.
All right, man. No problem. Look
Thank
out.
you.
All right, Snow
I'll
Guard.
control him. You do his voice.
Yeah, your Yogi Bear thing is.
It was good
That's not-
last
it's
week,
not
2
working
weeks
for
ago.
me.
It was good 2 weeks ago.
I don't know about that. Right, ding. There you go.
Oh, there it is. There's the door.
Look
Look at
inside.
that.
Star Child.
Let,
There you go.
hold on. Do not go to the door. Let me check around the corner first.
No chat.
Appears to be clear.
Looks like a good place to take a nap.
Oh, 2 doors.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Like an 8
I
hour
certainly, yeah, I am due for a nice long rest.
You guys can long rest if you want.
How are we gonna do this?
I'm going to I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds at 7th level just to use it up in case our slumber is interrupted. So that's 31 healing for all involved.
Wow.
If we're gonna long
Uh,
rest,
Healed me all the way up. We're gonna lose aid though during the.
Yeah, I will have
okay.
to recast Aid and any similar spells like Death Ward in the
Yeah.
morning.
Also, just in case if we get woken up, I'm gonna heal up. Use my last of my lay on hands pool to heal myself 48. Holding on to that.
You guys set and watch.
I'll do first watch.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
you know
help.
what? Oh, never mind.
does this door
Oh.
have a
Sorry
symbol?
about
Oh yeah, let me reveal the symbol for you. I don't know why I didn't have them just revealed, because you guys are in. So stupid. Oh well. Here we go. Here you are.
We don't have that key.
Snowguard's about to volunteer to help Harbin on the first watch, but then he thinks better of it and says, claw, skull, Usually we put 2 people per watch when we have lookouts. Do you want to help him with the first watch?
Good to be.
Sounds good to her.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I'll take second watch.
Okay. Harbin, give me a perception check. All right. You, as you look around, notice that in the semi-darkness of this space, there seem to be patterns emerging on the walls, and these patterns kind of like wave in and out of existence, and they as they come into existence more and more as they become like more of the wall itself. You notice that they depict the same image over and over again. Give me a history check. You remember back to your time in the Tomb of Annihilation. You think back to the moment when you were stuck to the giant iron ball in the Beholder's room, and these images bring those memories right to the forefront.
Wow. Okay. I guess I'll just ponder that the whole time and figure out a good way to tell Snowguard about it.
Sounds good. Nothing else happens on your watch.
Okay. Go in, and when I wake up Snowguard, are the drawings still there?
No, they seem to have faded.
Okay. Well, I'll tell him about the depictions that I saw. Brought back memories of the Beholder room.
What part of the Beholder room? Just
yeah,
in
what
general.
part of the Beholder? Did it just make me remember fighting a Beholder, or
you guys would have remembered fighting a Beholder?
Yeah, I'm asking him, like, were there images on the walls of the Beholder room that are similar to this, or what did he see on the walls that made him think of the Beholder room?
It was just the way that the patterns form. So if you think about like having like a hallucination where the images kind of like fade in and out, as they faded in, it just brought back memories of that experience.
Maybe there is some kind of empathetic or reactionary magic on the walls, and it is playing with your mind.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Have a good watch.
You too. I mean, have a good sleep.
Hey, Seth, I need a DM ruling on this one. It says while I'm conscious, if I'm sleeping, that means the aura would not be on.
Correct.
Okay.
You are not conscious.
Technically, sleeping is another state of consciousness.
I'm not conscious, dude.
All right. Do you need a perception roll from me?
Is anybody else on watch with you, or is just you all by yourself?
If anybody wanted to be, they could. I didn't hear anyone say anything though.
No, I don't think anybody did. Okay, yeah, you're on your own. Give me a perception check.
I will roll it. I have the perception of 2 people combined anyways.
That is true. That is true. Okay. As you are sitting here in the semi-darkness, you hear some sort of clawing sound coming from the long end, the western end of the hallway. Almost as though something kind of like metal is being dragged along the floor. And emerging out of the darkness is this creature right here.
Lovely.
Roll initiative. Just Snowguard.
You got this, buddy.
Kill him without waking us up. That's the mission.
My friends need their sleep. So let's battle quietly.
Die
please.
quietly, alright?
All right, you get to go first.
Alright, I'm gonna blast him with Sacred Flame and then use my Necklace of Prayer Beads to bonus action summon. I'm gonna summon my planar ally. How's he do with that? Dex save.
Wait, why? Dang it!
Oh.
Oh, it was gonna be a good one. That's why he's so mad.
There's a way to reset the tokens that I've read about online, but I can't find it anymore. It makes me so angry. This is such a cool token, too. Oh, so frustrating. Maybe I can do it. No, I can't. Anyway. You got that guy. It's supposed to be a winged lion.
Oh, cool.
Alright, cool.
That guy's
So you can go into
It's just
D&D
this
Beyond and
build.
look up winged lion stats, and it will go on your turn. But not this round.
Right.
That's the guy
Hold
that
on
sends
one
you that friend
second.
request.
Rawr.
Necklace of Prayer Beads. Planar ally. Where are you? Oh, it doesn't let me actually see the spell. Does it? Oh, I know. Never mind. It's in my spells. Planar ally. What level spell are you? 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Display. Don't dispel it. Display it. The range is 60 feet, so I'm going to pop it within melee range to start fighting. Between me and up one.
Cool. Up one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is, when it's summoned, when the creature appears, it is under no compulsion to behave. The request task will range from you must be able to communicate payment. As a rule of thumb, a task and creature rarely after the creature completes. Unless join your group counts as a member of it receiving full share. Nah, it doesn't say anything about does it act when it's summoned or on my initiative or its own initiative.
I'll act on your initiative, but it doesn't get the bonus.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Hope everybody's having an awesome Tuesday night.
2, 3. Now it can
You're
go
playing
if you want
some
to
D&D.
take a swipe at that
Been
thing.
at it for
What do you want me to roll?
Session's almost over.
If you bring up Winged Lion,
Probably go for like another half hour.
I can do this.
Taking a long rest right now.
you can see it's
Snow
stat
guard
block.
on watch, going one-on-one with whatever this metal creature is.
Search. Okay. Bite or claw? We'll do the bite. Nice. 26.
26 will hit for 12 damage.
Takes a chunk out.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, so it runs up on you. It swings its flail at you 3 times. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom save. No, that fails.
Now,
You take
wait.
Okay, I'm
Wait.
waiting.
Wait,
13
wait.
bludgeoning damage.
I have a special enchantment I've been holding on to that was given to me by the Lollipop Man,
Oh wow, that's awesome.
which allows me
Alias the long-haired sucker.
to. Can you say that again?
I said Alias the long-haired sucker. That's from the song.
Of course. So I'll re-roll that.
What did you get from him?
I gave a monetary donation when we were in that museum to the God of Wisdom, and I got a enchantment that I could get advantage on a Wisdom or impose disadvantage on an enemy. Sweet,
And
it worked.
use, right? Yeah.
It did work.
Yeah.
You don't become mad.
But I am angry.
You get glad.
So 13 damage. And then let's go to the next attack, because that's just one. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay, how about a 17?
No.
Oh. All right. So you are able to dodge out of the way of the second two attacks from this horrible creature's flail, and it is your turn.
Okay.
Get him.
I'm going to. Oh, did I take damage?
Yeah, 13.
13. Okay. I'm gonna cast Command.
Okay.
And it's gonna have to do a Wisdom 20 save, and my command is going to be Flee. So it will have to use all of its actions to move as
Thank you for
far
the
away
alert,
from me
Chris.
as possible.
Appreciate you coming by today, man. Shout out to Chris VV.
That is the last level 1 slot, the
sticking
last
by,
spell
man.
slot I have for today.
Okay. It passes.
Boo!
I know.
Oh,
That's alright. I'm gonna
Roll the
bonus.
roll.
I'm gonna remain visible until this point, in which I will bonus action use my Furbolg hidden step ability to
Appreciate the
turn
alert,
invisible,
appreciate the biddies earlier too.
and then I'll use the rest of my
Thank
movement
you. You're the man.
to
Check you tomorrow or whenever your next stream is.
try and stealthily
For sure, as always. I'll
just
be
throw it off by just moving away from the area it last saw me.
That's a good question, Zach. Lester, look in the chat.
Weapon of
Yes,
warning.
it does. But it's not support. Hold on, let me see it. I was looking at that earlier too, to see if it would warn us. Oh, sorry, wrong.
I mean, the sound of it probably hitting my armor with multiple attacks would probably be enough to
Magically wakens you
sleeping.
and your companions within range if you are sleeping naturally.
Oh yeah, it would have woken. Yeah, during the first round, it would have woken us up.
You hear something like an
roll
alarm
initiative
clock
then.
going off.
I stay. Raul's gonna stay asleep if he
Good
can.
catch. I didn't read that last sentence.
And my turn's not over. The planar ally is going to move to the left spot, and it. Let's see. This. Or wait, it's going to actually step back and utilize its pounce ability. If the lion moves at least 20 feet straight towards the creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the lion can make one bite attack against it as a bonus action. So I will roll pounce, and then if it fails, I will roll a bite attack.
You gotta hit it too.
Oh.
You gotta hit it with the claw.
Claw, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Boo.
So no pounce.
Okay. It tried.
let's do this. No. Cancel.
Oh no.
There we go.
Wait, have I gunner? I don't control it. It's not.
Alright, it's gonna be Claw Skull's turn. She's gonna.
We're missing Phronesis in the initiative, I think.
Okay.
And me, I don't know why it didn't put me in there.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
Oh, I forgot to roll.
It's your turn to roll.
She takes out her scimitar and slashes the creature twice for 13. Harbin's up.
Oh, now I did it.
Oh,
My
Rawl,
thing's at
Rawl's up.
21.
Rawl's up. Let's let Rawl go.
It's a 21. Anyway. Can
It's a 21?
My initiative is a 21.
Okay. Well, I will put you in the proper spot.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled again so it would come out on the thing. I tried to change it to 21. Looks like it worked.
Yep, no problem. I got it. I got you.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Raw is really annoyed that he got woken up. And I see her slashing away. Really tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and use up this last spell slot that I have to try to freaking get some goddamn sleep. I'm gonna go. Do I have a direct line of sight on the baddie?
Yes.
Cool. I will put my finger like close to my eyeballs and like go like this and make it look like it's coming out of my eyeballs to try to impersonate what Laserface does. But it's not really a laser. It's the disintegrate spell, and I'm gonna cast disintegrate on this thing.
Oh man.
Let's see if
That
we can
is
make a dex
cruel
save.
and heartless.
Oh, hold on to that big spell.
I didn't get to use it on the zombie.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that zombie juggernaut probably would have gotten hit with it if it was alive any longer.
I used immolation on it, so that was cool. But I figured.
All right, I'm gonna put something in the chat.
Okay. Did it pass 21? Or got a 20? I bet. Damn. So nothing happens to it.
Yep. It's funny because it's got 83 health.
Oh wow! Natural 20. Wow.
Damn.
It saved itself.
Wow.
All right, now it's Harbin's turn.
I should go next. It looks like I'm out of order. My initiative is 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it got all messed up. Sorry.
Sorry.
You started with Snow Guard.
Yeah, no. I was gonna skip Star Child and let everybody else go, and then we're gonna skip Snow Guard too because he already went this round. So we'll go Phronesis, and then we'll go to Harbin.
Got it.
Oh, I see.
Jesus, this guy. So I'm gonna try to impose frostbite on it. Oh wow, I should have used the spell slot.
It passes.
Then yeah, well then my turn's gonna end.
Okay. Harbin. See what you can do.
I'll just lazily get to one knee and start stabbing at it.
27 will hit for 23 damage.
Maybe more of your attacks would have hit if you weren't so lazy.
Polar Master will hit for 16. Okay, alright. You guys are working on it. Arthur!
Alright, I wake up, I take out Wave Cutter and just run forward. Two-handed still.
Mm-hmm.
I just take 2 hits. Divine Smite on each one of these.
Okay.
Natural 1. Oh, 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, so 14 plus 3. Both of them 10. So 17 plus 5. 20. 22. And this one's the 4th. I'll use a 4th level, so that's 5d8 for 26 radiant.
You got it. You slash at this creature with your wave cutter, striking it with both ends. And as you do so, the power of your god flows through the weapon, and it penetrates the flesh of the creature, and the creature dissipates in a blinding flash.
Nice.
Oh, thank God. Going back to bed.
Night.
Thanks for the help, everybody.
Yep.
Good? We good?
Grumble,
Good.
grumble.
I will continue my watch.
The lion walks up to you and says, "I'll take my payment now.
What do we owe you?
2,000."
Well, if I had any money, you could have it. But I literally have no coins. I think the way this is supposed to work is that we negotiate at the beginning.
Well, my price is 2,000, so that's how it works.
This is the first. All celestials or otherworldly entities that have come have apparently been willing and able to assist us
Was
without
it Joe?
compensation.
It was Joe, wasn't it?
Joe,
Joe
the
Pegasus? Yeah. That guy never charges. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh, I can't imagine Pegasus need. What do you need coins for, or wealth?
I like to melt them down and make furniture out of them
Interesting.
for my lion family.
Is that specifically gold or silver or platinum?
It's for the curtain rods,
well,
right? It's for the curtain rods.
Yeah. It's for the sconces. Right?
I enjoy my privacy.
He's got blue rugs too.
Gold. It'll be gold.
Oh, that's very gaudy. You can feel free to ask my adventuring companions. I swear to Agma that I have no coins.
You guys are making a racket out there. Quiet down.
This is your pact, Snowguard. This is your celestial.
Just banish him already.
I do not have the magical means to do so.
Oh well then.
He says to you, "Well, I'll hang around, and whatever piece of treasure you find next, I'll just take that instead."
I'm gonna look at the corpse of the thing we just killed.
Mm-hmm.
Its weapons or armor, did it have anything worthwhile?
It has chainmail and a flail.
Yes. While we're long resting, I will be identifying ritually Harbin's great axe and the chainmail and the flail and the dagger, the spaghetti dagger.
Ridiculous.
Okay. The flail has no magical properties, nor does the armor of the creature. The axe head, I have to work on that because that's something that I came up with real quick on the fly, so I'll have to give you information on that later. The dagger is a mind poison dagger.
Who possesses that currently? Harbin. Okay. Zach, look that up on D&D Beyond.
It was a mind
poison dagger.
Thank you.
Mind poison dagger.
It's a nod to my buddy Ariel, a weapon that we came up with on his campaign and we play on Sundays.
Nice.
Ah.
I
The
was like, wait,
Duergar
why does it
Mindmaster's
sound familiar?
dagger.
Adds 3d6 psychic damage.
Oh, I say if home decor is the goal of your payment, take a look at this. And I pull out the Wormatoad painting that I took from the Wormatoad civilization.
That's hilarious.
Didn't we take a
He
bunch
says-
of like silverware and stuff too?
Somebody else has that stuff.
He says, that is beautiful.
Yes.
I
have
love
all-
that. Can I have
all of it.
that?
Yeah.
It's just taking up space in my bag. I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, that
when
would
I
go
was-
great over my fireplace.
If that is sufficient, then you may have it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Snowguard. Next time, make sure you got something for me right away. I'll see you
I will
later.
be sure to have some gold on hand. So long.
You should summon the
Brilliant.
Pegasus dude every time. That was awesome.
Brilliant.
Oh my god. Well, that worked out.
All right.
I was
So you guys-
racking my brain, like looking through my inventory, like what the hell can I get this guy?
So you guys take a long rest. You can do all your long rest business.
Oh, sweet. So we level up, right?
No. Got a little while to go there on that one.
I will cast aid immediately on who wants to be the third person to receive aid? I feel like Harbin and Arthur are obvious choices. Has anyone else felt like they are targeted and taking more damage than they would like?
I don't know. Maybe Claw Skull. I hardly ever take damage unless I get right up in there, and I hardly ever do.
Same. I feel like it.
I'm thinking Star Child because he'll be the target most of the time too. He's one of the main DPS. Plus, we're trying to keep him protected, so if he dies,
He is the chosen one.
yeah.
Alright, Star Child then. And let me figure out what level I'm gonna cast that.
At this time, I will take out Firebrand as well, activate it, and make the light take a couple seconds, a minute or so, and expand the brightness to 30 feet.
Very good.
We're gonna cast aid at 5th level. That'll give all of the previously mentioned people 20 extra hit points.
Very nice, thank you all.
So, I don't know how you want to make a note of that for Star Child, but there you go.
Put a little icon on him.
Or just do it on a token. Just do it yourself.
Here we go. I'll do the blue. The blue one will have. You said 20, right?
Yeah, 20 extra.
There we go. That works.
Cool.
The green is his main, and the blue is his current.
All right. So yeah. What do you guys want to do?
We have some doors to the right. Do we have keys for either of these doors?
Yes, we have this key.
Okay. Well, Star Child, you want to?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I got this, baby.
Like, yeah,
Just
yeah.
stand back, you know.
Thank you.
I got you, boo boo.
Oh, wrong one. It's sleight of hand, right?
Side of hand.
Did you give me guidance?
Of course.
Boo boo.
17.
I need some guidance.
Plus 4, another max. Nice. 21.
Starting to miss the sunlight.
Whoa.
What is this hole?
You notice that there is a giant pit of lava.
So that's
that
not.
was just
So that's not a fancy Persian rug.
no.
Hot liquid magma.
No.
You can see that there's a pathway
So-
on the other side.
Jump right in, right?
Some of you can fly, yes?
Yeah. Can we fly over it? We could
Is there
certainly
an
try.
opening right here?
No,
Yeah,
there's
do we
not.
see
It's just a
anything?
map.
How high is the ceiling here?
High enough for you to be able to fly over this thing and not touch it.
Cool. That's what I do.
And just check the other side and see if there is a key. A
Fly
key.
over there with them.
You don't have to get right up on it, but yes.
Fly like an eagle. What are you doing? Perception checks? Checking for traps.
We have a door and an unknown symbol.
We do not have that key, I don't think.
What?
Checking for traps down the hallway, we're good? With my 17?
There are no hallway traps.
There are no hallway traps.
There is no hallway.
Yeah, no, we don't have this, we don't have this one.
Okay.
And I have to backtrack.
I don't see any other openings anywhere.
Perhaps we need to start looking for secret doors. Or
1 second, please.
in the bottom right corner of the map, it looks like there's a symbol that we never went through.
Where?
Bottom
Oh,
right
okay.
corner.
I don't think we got that key either.
No.
That's why we bypassed it.
We have a L. We have an L-shaped key that we haven't. Oh no, that's a door. We have two doors.
Where the heck is that one? This is the problem when you make so many different things.
You don't remember where you put it.
What about this one? Didn't you guys find this one?
You have
one?
to be more specific. Which one?
Near the room with the levers in it.
Yeah, we found that one.
Yeah, we have that key.
No, but what about the
Yeah.
go to the west? Go to the west. This key
Oh,
right
oh,
here.
this one, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's would be for the.
Yeah, we have
bottom.
that. We have that key. Where's that door?
Right next
Right
to
here,
it.
right here.
Yeah, over here.
Oh, okay. Because that one has a. That key has like a little dot on it. And that
Does
one
it?
didn't. Well, the one down here does. It looks like it does anyway.
No, I must have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the right key.
Okay, so we do have that key then.
All right. Well, the flying guys return eventually, right?
Fly
Yep.
boys.
Fly guys. And Starchild is staring at the door. You can do it, buddy. You
I
can
know
do
I can. I just gotta roll. Let's get my roll going.
Cast guidance. He doesn't need it. Come back, Raw.
I'm getting better at this.
Raw, come back to us.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
Just writing down the keys that we've used.
very good. Perception.
Okay. You don't notice any traps, but you do hear a moaning noise.
Guys, we should check to make sure any ties or socks are not on doorknobs. I hear some strange moaning noises.
Hmm.
What's that?
We don't want to be rude guests in this pyramid.
All right.
Oh.
Ah!
Roll initiative.
The hell is that?
Ah, you'd like to know that, wouldn't you?
Yes,
That's why I
I want to
asked.
know right now.
Yay, a decent roll again. And
Okay, so as you walk in, out of the darkness emerge creatures that look much like this.
Ew.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty. Everybody roll? Pascal didn't roll. Pascal, will you please roll?
She would have walked up more.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Very good. All right. First up is Star Child.
Cool. I don't know that what Star Child does not know what's going on, so he'll follow everyone in the group. See that there's creatures about to attack us, and take 3 hits. Pew pew pew. -5 for all of these, by the way. So 25. No. And 19.
Okay. 25 and the 19 will hit, but they don't do the amount of damage that you would have hoped they might have done.
So that was 21 and 25, and then
Yep. Got it.
And my turn.
All right, Phronesis. Strange, horrifying creatures emerge from the darkness. What do you do?
I scream. Yes. Creatures.
Actually,
Okay.
speaking of screaming, give me an intelligence save, but this time do it with advantage.
Ooh.
Is he the only one being affected by this, by the way?
He is.
Oh, wow.
Earlier said
I
said
did
this is
that
a
wrong.
Just roll it
consequence,
twice, and we'll take the time.
consequence of dying and being revived.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
psychological trauma.
gotcha.
Damn it, I
Your-
rolled the wrong one. Hold on. I'm a mess. Give me just a second.
That's strength saves.
He's
Yeah.
summoning his inner strength.
Intelligence save throw with advantage. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You are within 5 feet.
15.
Yep.
So, no, 20.
Yeah, it's a 20.
20.
Yep, you pass.
Yay.
Your confidence is continuing to grow. You're feeling more and more like yourself, and you can feel the strength and power of your lion ancestry flow through you and give you a feeling of bravery.
Circle.
This level 4.
Nice rolls for those. All above.
They both fail.
Where are you centering the spell?
Probably here. He said he did say somewhere around.
Well, you. You know what? I think I can only hit one anyway. It's a 10-foot radius, right?
It hits anything within 10 feet.
Yeah. So yeah, regardless where you put it, it's gonna hit Harbin and Snowguard as well.
Yep.
If I center it here?
Yep.
Anywhere, really.
Anywhere.
So the best bet you could have is to center it down here, but then it wouldn't hit the other enemy. Then it might still hit me, but just do it. You're not the first spellcaster to blast the frontliners. Right, Rawl?
Rolled anyway.
I enjoy it, actually.
Alright, so let me get con saves from Harmon and Snow.
It's also fine because they get +5 from me anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay, passes. Harmon passes. There you go. So you guys will take half damage.
Okay. Is that 15 or 14, or how does that work?
I'll be 15.
You you round up for any odd.
Very good.
Nice. Well, you still gotta take half.
Oh no.
Oh. Goodbye.
Wait. No, he's still there.
And then I will. Let's see.
Quite the singing voice you have.
No, I'm just gonna play my lyre, and I'm gonna give Raoul a bardic inspiration, see if he can't fire these down.
Thank you. I feel inspired.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. It's the Bodak turn. All right, this guy. Gonna move up here.
Like horseman.
If I can help it, he will not.
Bojack?
25 damage. And can't move there.
That's fine. He doesn't really need to move. He just wanted to get an extra attack in. Oh. Okay, so he's going to do a death gaze. He's going to stare at Harbin.
What?
Give me a con save, Harbin.
I hope he said death gaze.
Yeah.
Seventeen.
17 passes. Okay.
Imagine not having a paladin.
Specifically
crazy.
an Ancient's Paladin because... Oh, no, never mind.
You take 10 psychic damage.
Come on.
There goes that aid. For now.
And Snowguard and Harbin take 5 damage. And then he's going to get one more going here. Snowguard, give me a Constitution saving throw.
25.
Okay. Then you will take 7 damage, 7 psychic damage. And that's one Bodak. The other one's going to go. It's going to do a death gaze on Snowguard.
Oh boy.
So con save. Con save, please.
19.
Okay. You're going to take 6 damage, 6 psychic damage. And then he's going to do 5 more damage to Harbin and Snowguard. And he's going to punch Snowguard. 23. So 23 hit.
Yep.
Okay, you take 4 bludgeoning from the punch and 7 necrotic damage as your flesh starts to ooze where he punched you.
I don't like it.
Snowguard's turn.
Do I get a sense that these are undead?
Give me a nature check.
Jesus.
Yes, they are undead.
I'll hold up my holy symbol, and I doubt they are of a low enough challenge rating to instantly be destroyed, but they will, no matter what, have to save against being turned.
What do they roll?
Wisdom save, they have to beat a 20.
They both fail.
Yay!
So what happens to them?
If they're turned, can I move away? They're instantly turned, so they're not going to be able to take reactions or attack me, maybe?
It says it can't take reactions.
Okay, so I will realize that I am safe enough to just back up in case anybody pisses one of them off, and I've done my frontline fighting for the day. And then I'm going to. What can I do bonus action wise? Is that really a bonus action? Hold on, I gotta check. It's a holy weapon. That is a bonus action. Yeah, these things are. I don't know about Harbin, but I didn't really appreciate the way they were looking at us. So I'm gonna reach out and touch Harbin and cast Holy Weapon as a bonus action.
Very nice.
What?
And I'm gonna roll that damage. It is 2d8 is 3 and a 6, so 9 extra radiant damage for each of your attacks.
9?
9 radiant damage.
And 15 for the burst.
That's when you trigger the burst, yeah. Alright.
Raw, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just dip down here out of sight and maintain concentration on that. Go ahead, roll.
So I saw Snowguard do this. Do I see what the creatures do? That they like turn around instantly and like start walking away, or like what happens to them?
They're still there. Give me a perception check to see if you can figure out what Snowguard did.
So,
Oh shit! I didn't want to.
Holy weapon. Harbin has to roll the 2d8 every time he hits. It's
Every
not,
time, or
yeah. It's not a static. You do it. It's whenever he hits with the weapon.
Yeah, we've done it like this before. Pretty much any other time, where he just rolled it, and then I just.
I think it's easier to just do the 9 damage. I'll take
Okay.
the static damage from the weapon. Raw, you do see that Snowguard has caused these creatures to become fearful of him and your party.
All right, so
they've shielded their eyes. They're backing.
Yeah, it's a pretty iconic thing that I do. That they've been turned. The holy symbol is radiating some crazy light, all that stuff.
All right, so if that's the case, I'll just hold my action. I'll hold I'll just hold a firebolt just in case one of them makes a move on us.
Cool. I like it. You want to stay where you are?
Yeah, I'll stay shielded by Starchild and Phronesis.
Okay. Frostskull comes down to Snowguard and says, "Are we leaving them here? Is that what the plan is?"
Everybody, take aim at the one on the top, and when you're all ready, unleash your attacks.
Okay. So she prepares a spell.
Or when you see one of our party members attack.
So
Arthur?
we're all just gonna unleash our attacks on it at one time?
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. Or if for readying an attack, like Harbin or Arthur wouldn't get all of their attacks, would they? It's just one attack.
If this
So
was
feel
being
free
attacked-
Arthur, feel free to use all of your attacks, as long as we're doing it in a coordinated fashion.
Yeah, I'm not touching this guy at all. As long as at least this guy is getting hurt, it's fine.
Yeah, it won't affect the overall thing. It's when one thing takes damage. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here's Firebrand for 24.
That'll hit. Yep.
For 8 plus. 8 plus 6, 14 damage.
Okay.
8 fire, 6 radiant.
Yep.
21 for 12 fire and 14 radiant.
Wow.
I say cross slash and make a cross.
He dies.
That was quick.
You guys put a hurting on these guys a little bit earlier. So. Okay, Harbin.
Does that trigger the ready to attacks?
Yeah, but all the ready attacks are aimed at that creature, so it doesn't work.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oops.
Oopsie
Fine.
dinkle.
Whatever.
killed it.
Harbin's
Doesn't
just
really
gonna
matter.
annihilate this guy right now anyway. Harbin's gonna
He's
destroy
dead.
this guy.
Harbin's- yeah. Especially with the added 9 radiant for each attack.
For each
That guy
attack.
dies.
Dang.
Fatality.
I tell Harbin, as per usual, you have a holy weapon for the next hour.
Thank you.
You got that.
Is there anything this way, or is there also a wall here?
All of this is wall.
Wall.
No traps.
Harbin, how are you feeling? Probably pretty rough, just like me.
I think we both took the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
They're smashing us for a second.
The problem is, for me, I only have one 6th level spell and one 7th level spell, and that's what it would take to get both of us. Oh wait, hold on. I do this. It's a waste of a minute, but it's good healing. So I'm gonna cast Aura Vitality and just ask everybody to pause until the healing takes place. I don't ignore that. Why do I do that every time? I need 20 d6.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
When Starchild was shooting the dudes,
Yeah.
was it reduced because his weapon isn't magic, or?
Correct.
Got it. That's what I thought.
He does not have a magic weapon.
Not yet.
Harbin. No, Harbin, you're gonna take 45, and I'm gonna take 28.
I need 35.
Oh, I thought you took the same amount of damage as me.
One of
I
us
took-
got hit like one extra time.
That must have been me. Then you take 35, and I'll take the rest. 35. So what is 73 minus? Okay, 38 for me. Yep.
We.
All right. So there's a hallway here.
So, I asked, while they're doing that, I asked for Starchild's weapon real quick. And I say, hey, this might help you with all the monsters that aren't affected by just regular your regular attacks, and I'm casting magic weapon on it.
Okay. How long does the magic weapon last?
An hour.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna bonus action regain that 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action flip Row off.
Wow. That's how you get the bonus action fireball up your ass.
I'm gonna bonus action use a sorcery point. And give Harbin 17 more attacks.
Shit. Let me get out of the way.
17. Oh, Snow Guard. Looks like it's all wall.
Yeah, it appears to be a dead end. Another natural 20.
Nice.
You smell a similar smell to something you've smelled before down this hallway.
Harbin.
Yep, it was Harbin.
Remember when that was an actual thing, though? That Harbin smelled all the time?
Well, we were in the jungle.
And he was wearing heavy plate mail and refused to take it off.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anything around the corner? Whoa. There's a larger room to the north.
So in this
To the
room,
north.
in this area that you guys just entered, the ceilings once again are higher than before.
Mm.
Oh boy.
And there are two very large monsters inhabiting this space. It is 11:45. We are going to fight these guys next.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, super fun, right? I had a really good
That
time.
was sick.
This was a really great session. I love this one.
Let's see, how much did we get through? Does that look like about half of it?
Gotta zoom out.
Holy cow.
That's
I
like
hope
a
that's half.
quarter.
That's-
Like, no, that's over half.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys might have done half.
Two-thirds? Two-thirds?
We put a dent in it today, though. That's for sure.
There's a lot.
Pretty close to half. Yeah.
There's a lot in the bottom left
Yeah.
corner that we haven't.
Yeah,
uncovered.
bottom left corner.
Maybe half.
Depending on what key we find in this area, we either go south. I have a feeling that final round would be in the center.
If I know anything about Egyptian pyramid planning, it is usually centrally located and down the shaft. But we'll see.
But this is south, so.
Yeah,
Seth,
so you never know what I'm gonna do.
Are you Egyptian? Have you ever made a pyramid before?
I have not ever made a pyramid before. It's my first one. So.
Ironically, me and Eli have made a pyramid, a human pyramid.
There you go.
Ah. Was there a dead body in the middle
I didn't
of it?
I didn't know where that was
No, I
heading.
was on the
I'm
bottom.
really glad.
It really killed my back, and it actually like hurt me the next couple days. I was a corpse the next couple of days.
There you
Oh
go.
man, zombified.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night.
Have a
Good
good
night.
week, guys.
See you,
Thanks,
Eli.
Seth.
Have a great time. Yeah, no problem.
Good night, guys.
There you go.
I can't wait. I
Great
can't wait to
session,
hear
guys.
what this axe head is. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta work
Just
on
a
it.
regular-
Thanks for reminding me.
It's
Don't
just a
worry.
Yeah,
regular
this was
axe.
so much fun. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. It's gonna be a good time.
See you guys on Sunday, actually.
Yeah, Sunday. Sunday.
See you
Peace.
guys.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, and that's gonna do it for the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had a lot of fun today. We got a lot done, and we are going to be back here on Friday, and that will be for some Magic the Gathering. That's gonna be Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank everybody that passed by. Crimson, Chris Vivi for the biddies, and also for the lurk. Thank you so much. Shatar got the black. Check out all these streamers. Awesome dudes. Great friends of the show. Ronan Wilco. Awesome for you to pass by, my friend. Great seeing you. And yeah, so since we do have some viewers here, let's go ahead and take the opportunity to raid somebody and spread the love of the funk. So let's see who is. Looks like Infected is streaming. So let's go ahead and raid Infected. Thank you guys again for coming through. I appreciate all of you guys. And as always, be safe. Best of luck to you in the arena. Hope we roll 20s, and peace and love. Stay tuned for the raid, guys.